at Northside.
Conway is back on the road tonight, playing in historic Mayo Thompson Stadium against the struggling Fort Smith Northside Grizzlies squad. The Cats are a perfect 6-0, 3-0 in conference play, and Northside struggling. They're 1-5 overall, 1-2 in conference play. Their only win came over Little Rock Central 2 weeks ago. Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach join me now. They will have the call from Fort Smith in a few minutes. Guys, before we get to the game against Northside, let's look back at Cabot. It was a resounding 52-14 win. Levi, you first. What did you see offensively that stood out?
Well, I'll tell you, it was our best ground game that we've seen all season long. I mean, 330 yards on the ground, that's almost triple the amount that they're averaging going into that game. So that was inspiring because 5 of the 7 touchdowns didn't come in the air. They came on the ground. And that's a good thing for this team at this point of the season, because that's been a struggle for them really all year, is to have a consistent, reliable ability to run the ball. And they finally were able to do that against Cabot. I know some of that is, they saw something in the Cabot defense that they knew that would be there, especially with Donovan. But still, just it's encouraging to get that established. And because at this point in the season, you got to be able to run the ball in certain situations. And if you can't do that, that's going to be a problem as we get further into to the end of the season and then into the playoffs.
Tim, the defense continues to play some unbelievable football. They gave up 39 points in week 1 at Bentonville. Great win for the Cats. But since then, only 35 points allowed in 5 games. Who stood out specifically for you against Cabot?
Well, I'd like to start, if I could. Well, I'll start with special teams. Trez Hammond is the fastest human in the world, and I'm so glad
really?
he played for us. Yes, and
wow, we should promote that.
If you can catch him, let's do that. So
yeah, good.
He made a great tackle on special teams, which led to 0 points again in the red zone from Cabot. But I would say this: defensive line gang tackled unbelievably well. Ben Chandler also very fast against Cabot. He was brutal on the edges. And then you had Trez Hammond in the back playing some great secondary work. I think our secondary did a great job because they threw the ball more than we've seen Cabot throw, and they pretty much shut them down. But across the board, once again, just a fantastic overall effort from your Conway defense.
Did you mention the guy that's had 4 interceptions?
It's Jacoby Wade. I mean, it's just 4 in 2 games.
Unbelievable.
Center field guy. He can absolutely. And here's the thing: when he gets the ball in his hands, he's like a wide receiver. Love it when he gets involved.
Northside is a program that has always played us very tough. We've had some classic games against those guys, but they obviously are down this year. Levi, what do we need to know about the Grizzlies?
Yeah, they are down for sure, and it's in terms of performance on the field, they're down. In terms of numbers, they're down. I mean, their roster is not as big as it has been in years past. And watching game film this week, you don't see a lot of subs coming in. So, they pretty much stick with the ones, and that's going to be a real problem for them against this Conway offense, because they're going to get worn out, and it's just going to get harder the longer the game goes. So if you're Conway, you really want to come out firing and just play as sharp as possible on offense, so that you can get into their legs later in the game and just wear them down. And that's, it's a recipe for success for Conway. But you're right, it is a weird place to play. Like, I remember 2 years ago, going there on the road, and it was just a strange night all around for the whole program. Frankly, we were lucky to get out of there with a win. And if you show up and you're not prepared and you're not ready to go once you get off the bus, things like that can happen. I don't worry about that as much with Buck James at the helm, because he just doesn't seem to let that happen. Although, a few weeks ago at North Little Rock, they kind of were slow out of the gates. So you just can't do that against anybody, even if they are 1-5.
Mayo Thompson is just a different place to play. We have struggled historically there. This is the team that has 2 or 3 weapons on offense. We have to be very careful about how we play these guys. We need to play clean football Friday night.
So, Tim, looking at the 7A conference as a whole, it's hard to not look past each week to week 10. I'm going to ask you the question that I think the coaches are responsible for, obviously, first, and that's how do you keep 16 to 18-year-olds without looking ahead? Now, I know there's no way to keep the 3 of us to not look ahead, but let's talk about the 16 to 18-year-olds. How are they focused week by week by week?
I think that this is the year that the Buck James influence is going to be heavy. I have a feeling that in practices and the direction from Buck James is you will focus on one game at a time. You will be here at practice. You will do the right things. And it's really about that the first step forward this week. So he preaches, when we talk to him, he preaches, I'm not worried about Bryant, because I know everybody wants to talk about it. He's getting all kinds of interview requests already for Bryant. And he's like, we've got several games left. So it's really, I think, more of a tone from Buck James and the way he really presses the mentality of you better be taking care of your business today because tomorrow may not happen.
It's like now that we're so close to him and his style, you can see the building blocks, how he goes about his job we've seen it on a distance from the way Brian has gone about things, but now seeing it as a Conway fan and looking through these glasses, you do see that week by week by week and how it's building towards playing deep into November and hopefully into December. Guys, thanks. You two will be back with Coach James just a little bit. But first, we're going to talk to one of the big guys up front. In fact, it's the guy with the 1-letter handle. Q Whitehead is the senior spotlight this week, and that'll be next on the Conway Regional Health System pregame show.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians,
delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues here on Conway Corp, and joining us now for the senior spotlight, he's got college offers from Northeastern State and closer to home from UAM. It's senior offensive lineman Q Whitehead. Q, welcome.
Sir, thank you. Thank you.
Now, Q, if you've watched any of the previous senior spotlights, we love to start off just learning about your football journey. Tell us about how you got started with football and how it's all led up to today.
Well, originally, I didn't have any plans of playing football until I moved to Arkansas, actually, until I moved to Conway. It was my 6th grade year when I seen everybody with their Ultimates jerseys on for their games, and I just wanted to, I was like, that's cool to wear your jerseys today to school and stuff. So I told my mom about it, and then she was like, it was too late to sign up actually for the 6th grade Ultimates teams. So I actually started in 7th grade playing for Carter Stewart, and that's really what got me to where I am today.
So Q, you've been a starter on the offensive line the last 2 years, but you've really been a big presence for all 3. When you look back on your time in high school football, what stands out to you? What do you think you'll remember most about your time at Conway High School?
Me personally, I think it's the coaches. All the coaches on the staff they have helped me individually, be a better person, be a better player. And so I think that experience with the coaches and that relationship really stands out to me as a player and as a person. So that's really what the main thing that I feel like is going to stay with me my whole life is the coaches and what, they taught me and stuff.
Q, you've played against some really good defensive lines over the last few years, but it seems like as fast as you guys go, that it can really start to wear on them towards the end of games. What's your approach when you know that the guys across from you are still trying to catch their breath and get set?
And I love it. I love when the person in front of me is breathing hard, so I know that's when I can, go hit them even harder. I love our tempo. It gets them out of they're not ready for when we run the ball and just hit them in their face. And I feel like that's our big advantage with our offense that we run. Is really beneficial for the offensive line when that person's in front of you, just not even ready off the ball, or you can tell they're tired. They're not used to our tempo, and it's really fun just to go set the go set the stage and just go run the ball through their mouth.
And now I know, Q, your new head coach this year, Buck James, is an old offensive lineman himself. What's it been like under Coach James this year, and what have you learned from him?
Coach James, he told us he used to play offensive line. I didn't believe it at first until I actually, seen some pictures of it. But I mean, he's really big in offensive line, D line. He's at our practices. He's always watching our, what we're doing, our one-on-one situation like that. He bought us like more equipment for offensive line, so that really has helped too. And I can tell that he really loves the offensive line and D line. So, it really helps that our head coach is a big offensive line guy. So.
Well, he's taking care of you guys. I mean, you're the third offensive lineman we've had on the senior spotlight. So I've got one last question. I just have to sneak it in. You guys had your best rushing performance of the season last week against Cabot, 330 yards rushing. That was double what you guys were averaging per game up to that point. What was working so well for you guys on the offensive line, opening up those lanes last Friday?
Well, we had, I think, as our practices leading up to the Friday night game, we was very prepared. We knew that what they were going to run. We seen them last year, so we had a good visualization of what they were going to run on defense. So our practices Monday through Thursday really helped us prepare for that. And, we practiced it. We seen it on Friday, and we just executed very well.
That's awesome. Hope it's been a similar week of practice for you guys. He's senior offensive lineman Q Whitehead, and man, he's a nightmare for defenders when he's pulling from his guard spot. Q, thanks for joining us, and good luck tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
When you choose Conway Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
Welcome back. It's time now for the Coach Buck James Show. Coach is 6 games into his Conway career, and so far, so good, to say the least. Let's join Coach now, along with Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach.
Thanks, Jeff. Coach, last week, a pivotal game in your schedule against one of the top teams in the 7A Central in Cabot. It's also a huge rivalry game to boot. And your Wampus Cats made big plays in all 3 phases of the game. You had 2 interceptions on defense. The ground game exploded for almost triple the amount of rushing yards you had been averaging on the year. And you had a blocked field goal early. What were your takeaways from the game against Cabot?
Well, I thought we played hard. I'm not going to say we played good all the time. We had a lot of penalties, but what I was impressed with is we went down and got stalled in the red zone and didn't score. And they came back and our defense held, and we scored a touchdown. And then next thing you know, they run back a kickoff almost all the way back, and then our defense comes back and stops them again, and and then blocks the field goal. And I thought from there, I thought our team exploded. I thought we played very hard, very fast. We were physical. We were able to run the football. We were able to throw the football, and I think probably played our best football game probably from the second or third series of the game all the way through the end of it.
Coach, as we've been talking about right here, you put up some serious numbers last week. And when we were talking the week prior, we talked about your defense and kind of where you thought it stood out and where it was in your journey towards the end of the season. What are your thoughts on your offense, just generally speaking at this point? How do you feel like you've grown to where maybe you want to be, or where do you have left to do?
Well, I think the biggest thing, I thought we need to play harder. I thought we need to be more intent. and what we wanted to do. You know, I said this all along. You know, I want to be a throw first football team, but a good throw first football team can run the football whenever they want to. And it's not that they choose not to run; it's just when they pick it when they want to run. And I think our football team has got to be able to run the football, because there's going to be nights and there's going to be games where we have rain, or we have wind, or we have poor field conditions, or whatever the case may be. And you've got to be able to run the football. You can't just rely on throwing the football to be good. And you know, I wanted our football team to be versatile, but I also want us to be physical. And you know, a lot of times a first football team won't be as physical as they should be. And you know, we really challenged our linemen and our running backs this last week, and our receivers, because our receivers have got to be as good of blockers as they are ball catchers. And we challenged them this last week to be a better version of themselves and be a better teammate, you know, play for the team instead of themselves. And I thought they answered in folds. I think they went out there and did what they were supposed to do, did it like it was supposed to be done, and played with a lot of intensity. And you know, Cabot's a physical football team, and I thought we matched that. And I'm really proud of our kids and the way they competed.
Now, Coach, we take another long road trip this week up to Fort Smith Northside. The Grizzlies' record indicates that they're a little down this year, but historically, it's been a tough place to play. You know, and to play well. Tonight to get out of Northside with another conference win.
Well, you know, it's been historically tough for wherever I've been coaching too to win up there. They're always very athletic. You know, very similar to North Little Rock. They're very athletic. They've got some size. You know, they're usually good at throwing or running, and sometimes both. And it's a tough place to play. And I think our kids have got to, you know, we've got to travel well. We've got to be able to play great defense. And great defense on the road is always huge. And then we've got to be able to run the football again. And we've got to be able to make the field 50 yards wide and 50 yards deep. And I say that every week, but you know, I want to cut down on penalties. Penalties on the road are a lot tougher on you than they seem to be at home. And we've got to play with more discipline. We've still got to stay physical. We still got to be the hammer. And, you know, I want our kids to go out there and relax, have fun, enjoy this thing, and play at a high level and play great team football. I mean, every guy out there pulling for each other, working for each other, and playing as one Wampus cat, and do the things it takes for us to be successful.
He's head coach Buck James of the 6-0 Conway Wampus Cats. We appreciate your time as always, and good luck tonight.
Guys, I appreciate y'all having me on.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Moments away now from kickoff in Fort Smith. The Conway Regional Health System pregame show continues now live from the stadium. We join the voices of the Wampus Cats, Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach.
Good evening and welcome all the way up to the 479. We're in my area of the world. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and tonight we are live at historic Mayo Thompson Stadium for another 7A Central showdown between your undefeated Conway Wampus Cats and the Northside Grizzlies.
A little bit different trip because of the records, but this is still one of the toughest places to play in the state.
We're going to get you all ready for what to be on the lookout for with Northside in just a few minutes. But first, Tim, we've got to take a look back at our Week 6 performance against Cabot, because there was a lot of good. The ground game, that finally got going. Our defense forced 3 turnovers, and special teams got a blocked field goal. But, Tim, we had our most penalized game of the year, right after our previous most penalized game of the year. We had 13 penalties in week since against Cabot. Tim, is this cause for concern?
Oh, absolutely think it is. We cannot make these kinds of mistakes going forward as the competition gets tougher. I mean, that's 25 penalties in 2 games, and so you have to clean that up. We have to be better. It starts with practice, and it starts with coaching and then execution.
But what I love about this team is that, even though they're undefeated, they still have things to work on, and they are improving. We're seeing improvements every week. Hopefully we see improvements in the penalties this week. Tim is going to get you all set on the keys to the game against Northside right after this break on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers, an exceptional team of nurses, to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
It's another 7A Central Conference game tonight live on Conway Corp, all the way up I-40 West here in Fort Smith at Mayo Thompson Stadium. And there are a lot of interesting parallels between this game tonight and our last trip here in Fort Smith. Tim, 2 years ago, Conway rolled in 5-1, having just mercy ruled North Little Rock and Cabot in back-to-back games. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
But then they ran into a fierce Grizzly squad that controlled the clock with a highly effective ground game and picked off Donnie 2 times. Now, that Northside team 2 years ago, they were also 5-1 coming into this game. Tonight, it's flipped. Northside 1-5. But still, this always seems to be an odd place to play for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, this is the toughest, one of the toughest places to play in the state, I believe. It's a different kind of layout. There's just a different vibe here. We kind of come in knowing it's going to be tough, and maybe that's some of the mental game on our side that we got to clean up.
Now, a lot of folks out there, they're really tuned into this Wampus Cat squad, and for good reason. They see the undefeated record. They see the highest scoring offense in the 7A Central, and a defense that has allowed the fewest amount of points. I've heard the phrase trap game thrown around a bit. I won't mention who's thrown that around, but someone in this room. How do you avoid another letdown here at Mayo Thompson? That takes us to Tim's 3 things.
These Grizzlies are wounded. And when you play a wounded animal, I mean, you're going to get, and Buck James would tell you this, you're going to get their best shot. They're going to come out and fire. They really don't have anything to lose at this point at 1-5, and so they need to do well. The first thing I would say is that they will have 3 guys on the front defensively. They're going to blitz. They're going to shoot gaps. They're going to bring guys on the edge. The thing is, people try to say, get pressure on Donnie, and then maybe you can get some mistakes out of that. So we'll see a blitz that we'll need to handle. Next, we need to, as we've discussed at length earlier, is we're going to have to limit our penalties. 25 in 2 games is just too much. On the road, you talk to Buck James, he will say it's tougher to overcome those penalties on the road. So we don't need to see that. And then the last thing I would say is we need to be able to get our pace going. And that is, and you saw it with Cabot last week, if we can get the run going like we did last week, that really does set up the pace. And these guys are not that deep. They have some good players on the front lines. They have some really good players, but they're not real deep. And so if you can get to their legs and kind of break their will, then maybe we can get some things going.
It's crazy because, we have these boards that we call from, and, viewers at home can't see this necessarily unless Keith wants to take our camera for a second. But we have these boards that we call from. And Conway's, I've got 3 columns. They're all completely full. Northside, 1 column's full, and then a little bit past halfway in the second column.
Yeah, these numbers, and we've talked to folks at this program, and they have not only there's the look there, versus Conway's, which is pretty deep.
Conway's, a lot bigger.
Yeah. So here's the thing though, they have they've lost some players in different ways, injury. People leaving the program, there's always different things you got to deal with at the high school level. So they're in a spot now where they have to find youthful talent. One of the guys that we're going to see tonight, Thomas, I think it's JT Thomas, number 13, is a wide receiver. He's a 9th grader. So they're really having to pull from all different kinds of angles. And again, this is a very proud program. They are going to pull it together. Is it this year? Maybe not. I mean, it's a tough call, but we're going to get their best shot tonight.
Can your Wampus Cats keep the success rolling on the road tonight? Back with the starting lineups after this break on Conway Corp.
When you choose Conner Regional, you're choosing more than exceptional care. You're choosing a healthcare provider that's deeply rooted in your community, where our doctors and staff are your neighbors and friends. With 9 primary care locations in 5 counties, we believe in building lasting relationships centered on trust and personalized care. Take control of your healthcare journey with us as your dedicated partner. Schedule your appointment today and let our family take care of yours.
We are live tonight at Mayo Thompson Stadium here in Fort Smith. It's Conway and Northside in 7A Central play. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups.
Donovan O'Malley,
Desmond Davidson, Chris O'Neal,
Jonathan Smith, Jackson Anderson,
Zach Colbeth,
James Neal, Q Whitehead,
Mason McEwen,
Derek Haynes,
Isaiah Bowman,
Marquise Duckett,
Monterey Jones,
Braxton Nixon Snell,
Griffin Sherrod,
Ben Chandler,
RJ Chapman, John Paul Sexton,
Trez Hammond,
Tyus Carr,
Jacoby Wade,
Noah Files,
Max Owen,
Austin Watkins,
Major Mahar.
So the good news for your Wampus Cats, exactly 0 changes from the starting lineup from last week to this week.
Yeah, and you know what? I have a feeling you're going to see some folks. I mean, if the game plays out as we think it should, you're going to get to see a lot more than the starters that you saw there. I think one of the things that we have to work through is continue to get depth built up as we get into the playoff run late in the season. So those guys are the starters, and there's your coach.
As we keep up our Donnie watch for the season, last week Donnie passed 7,000 yards passing and 700 yards rushing on his career. He passed the 75 passing touchdown mark. He ended up with 76 on that night, and also passed the 25 rushing touchdown mark. He ended up with 26. So if you're keeping track at home, that means he's 3 touchdowns away from 100 total on his career.
You don't see at the high school level, rarely do you see, especially at this level, a quarterback that starts pretty much every game for 3 years straight. And so far to this point, he's done that. So, yeah, he's had the opportunity to do it, and it's been a great system. But you've got to execute. And that, listen, 100, closing in on 100. He's done it every way possible, and he's played against the toughest competition in the state. It's just a remarkable career.
And we have a new watch to add tonight. It's called Chris O'Neal watch, because he's 122 receiving yards away from 1,000 on the season. And just for historical context, because I think people are missing this, and it's my fault. I'm not going to miss it anymore. His numbers this year, they outpaced Bryce Bohannon through the same number of games in 2020. So Bryce had 36 catches for 724 yards and 7 touchdowns. And by the way, that season, Bryce Bohannon ended as the leading receiver in the state. And he's also outpacing Manny Smith's 2021 season. Manny had 31 catches, 560 yards, and 9 touchdowns at this point in the season. The numbers for Chris O'Neal entering the game tonight: 47 catches, 878 yards, 12 receiving touchdowns, and he has a kickoff return for a touchdown as well.
It's just a remarkable year all the way around when you look at different people, but for Chris O'Neal, a guy that has been through it for a couple of years. He's done some really dynamic things here and there. Absolute blowout year. And I know he's second in the state behind a guy from Mills currently. But listen, Jacoby Wade, here's a guy that not only does he make all the great catches, touchdowns, and he runs on special teams and does all that stuff. This is a guy that when you watch the game film, he blocks downfield when he's supposed to. He runs routes hard all the way through. Not saying any of our guys don't do that. They all do that. But this is a guy that never takes a playoff, and he gets the best shot from everybody's defense. They go out and they circle. They circle Donnie. They circle Dez. they're going to circle Chris O'Neal. And so he's seen some of the best defensive backs that they can throw at us, and he's still been super successful.
Another amazing note for this game, and I've counted this about 7 or 8 times. So I think my counting's accurate. I think Mark Buffalo from the Log Cabin has the same count. The Democrat Gazette seems to be a number off, but I'm going to go with our counts. A win tonight for Buck James, and he will have 60 consecutive wins over in-state opponents. Unreal.
I mean, he's playing the 7A Central Conference through those years. And so it's not always a 7A school that he's playing, but majority of them are.
Yeah.
And listen, Bryant's been the target for everybody for the last 5 years. This guy just continues to go. And now at Conway, he's doing the exact same thing. What an amazing, amazing coach.
Your Wampus Cats 6-0 on the year, 3-0 in 7A Central play. They won the toss and elected to kick away.
What's going on? What is happening?
It's weird.
It is a little bizarre, but I'm always glad to get the ball and start the second half. It just seems right.
Major Mahar kicks away. It's hauled in by Ezra Phillips. Excuse me, that's Clark on the return. Well, I can't tell if that's 3 or 2. In either case, he'll be taken down near the 18.
Good coverage down there. Made a good contact early on. It was
Phillips.
Ezra Phillips.
Yeah.
So you'll see him. He's a two-way player. He's one of their talented guys. They got a couple of guys that you really need to keep an eye on. One is Cam Massey, and his number is number 1. Ezra Phillips, number 3, is also very talented, and their freshman, number 13, JT Thomas, is also special.
McLean Moody, junior quarterback. He's thrown for 1,200 yards so far in the season, 12 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. He'll pass to start the game here. Looking on the quick hitch for Thomas. It's all covered up by Tice Carr, but the pass not close.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If we can get pressure on McLean Moody, I mean, this guy's got a cannon of an arm, really wings it around. This is not your prototypical Northside team. They're going to throw the ball the majority of the time. They'll run to keep you honest, but they're going to throw it. This guy can wing it. You just got to get pressure on him.
They fake it to right. Moody will keep it. Tice Carr out there trying to turn him back to the middle. Jacoby Wade chasing him down, finally pushes him out of bounds near the 45. They'll mark him at the 46. Big run for Moody.
Yeah, good read there. Good read. We closed down on the running back and left the quarterback wide open, and he will do that. Now, he's not the best runner in the world, but he's effective at it, and as you see there, he was super effective.
Northside moves trips to the left. Thomas in motion. They pitch it to Thomas. Right there, Kesey stuck it, stopping him in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a great tackle out in the wide open field. And that's the speedster. He's really fast, JT Thomas, but that was a good, clean tackle by Kesey there.
Second 15 ball.
Loss of 5. Mark the ball back at the 41.
Going to watch for a throw here, it looks like.
Moody swings it out to right. Out of the backfield. Griffin Sherrod was held. There's a flag coming in.
Pass completed from Moody to number 6, Isaac Wright.
Griffin's been dealing with that the last few weeks.
Well, I think, he gets 5 there, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. That would bring up 3rd and 10 or 2nd and about 25. So it'll be interesting to see what we do here. Yeah.
They have been having some challenges with the official mic.
That was happening pregame as well. We may not get to hear much from him tonight.
Well, it looks like Conway will.
Yeah.
All right, well.
And I guess I think they're declining it. He's
okay.
A decline, yeah. He missed the decline.
It is decline.
And I think I just said decline.
Decline.
That's a southern term.
Holding against Northside, penalty was declined, brings up 3rd and 10.
It's going to make it 3rd and 10.
Got to watch Cam Massey, Ezra Phillips here.
Quick pass out to Thomas. Out of his hands. Tice Carr was waiting. Falls incomplete. On 4th and 10, Northside will bring in. That's not Malachi Warren. That is Elijah Rogers.
Yeah, they have some.
Number 35,
there's a lot of changes. They're in flux. They're trying to figure out who is the right player here on a lot of fronts. So you're going to see some different things, like Cam Massey is the snapper here. So that's interesting.
Jacoby Wade.
That's motion. Yes, thank
you.
Ben
Chandler was pointing it out.
Ben Chandler was not wrong, by the way. There was a flinch up front.
Braxton Nixon Snell was all over it as well. I don't think we're going to have an official mic tonight.
He'll put that in his pocket, literally put it in his pocket, it looks like.
Good snap. Kick is away from Rogers. Jacoby Wade going to let it bounce in front, and he's going to step away. Bounces back around the 26, and that is where it'll be marked for your Wampus Cats.
Yeah, good job by the defense there. Had one break that they did not cover, and that was quarterback Moody on a read option that was wide, and he got several yards all the way up to the 50-yard line, but then the defense really hunkered down. Now it's time for the offense. They've got a good spot here, 25-yard line, good place to start.
I do see Jaden Gaines out on the far side, so Jaden getting the start tonight. Chris O'Neill lined up behind him.
Double stack.
Well, hand off on first down to Des Davidson. Des makes one quick move to his left. He's going to pick up 2 yards down to the 28.
Yeah, Taylor Webster is a big dude on the line. The other guys are a little bit undersized, but boy, he's a good one.
Quick pass out to Jonathan Smith. Jonathan spins out of a defender. There's a flag coming in. Another flag coming in.
It's interesting that
Jalen Chavez on the
one was early, one was late. I know one's a hold. Maybe a block in the back. They're going to call an illegal block in the back against Chris. And I believe that's what's going to stay. So that is from the line of scrimmage, and so that is going to be marked off pretty deep. That puts it second and huge.
Blocking the back against Conway.
They had that covered up anyway. That was almost thought they might decline that penalty.
2 receivers to each side. Donnie passing. Looking over the middle for Jaden Gaines. Just a little miscommunication there between Donnie and Jaden.
Yeah, he tried to sit down in the soft spot of the zone and was open. It's just a miscommunication of where the soft spot of the zone was. You had Chris O'Neill trying to get out into the flat area and beat his guy along. So as long as we can give Donnie some time, I think we can sit in that zone and make a play.
3rd and 18. Donnie looking on the near side for Jackson Anderson. They connect right around the 29, and a nice form tackle.
A good job by the defense there
from Dotson.
Yeah, good job by the
bring up 4th and 7, ball spotted at the
by the Northside defense. We didn't really have. I mean, Donnie was well protected. There was really no pressure on him there. We just didn't have anybody open. So good coverage in the secondary for Northside.
Number 21, Abram Dotson.
Bring on Major Mahar to punt it away. Dotson back to receive for Northside. Good snap. Nice punt away from Mahar. 4th minute, they won't return, but man, Northside getting perilously close to that ball, but it will be spotted. Is that the 37?
Yeah. It checked up. It hit and did not bounce forward, so check up. A little bit of a 9-iron there. All right, so two offenses that did not really get a lot going. Actually, Northside had a better series than the Wampus Cats there.
In-steppers, $1 a piece, 50-50 tickets.
Get another look at Moody and the Grizzlies. Thomas split out on the far side. Looks for right out of the backfield. John Paul Saxton stopping him immediately. Going to be a gain of about 1.
Yeah, so that's the thing that I've been really impressed with this defense, and John Paul Saxton kind of fits this, is the sure tackling on the edges. That's one-on-one tackle there. He doesn't make that tackle. He gets a first down, but that's a good, clean tackle by John Paul Saxton.
2nd and 9. They'll give it to Wright, up the middle. Not much room to work. He will fall forward for a gain of about 2. They'll spot it at the 41.
Brings up 3rd down and about 6 or 7, and they're trying to get themselves in manageable position. They're still not in the plus side of the field, so we had Caleb Kern in the ballgame there.
Oh, yeah. I've been noticing we're running a 3-man front. Trips to the right. Moody looking on the near side. Trez Hammond got a little tangled up with Massey, but Massey running a different route.
Yeah, incidental contact really there as well. Both officials take a good long look at that. good job by your defense there. No real pressure.
Number 35, Elijah Rogers.
We'll bring on Rogers again for his second punt in 2 minutes.
For Conway, number 6.
Kick is away. Oh, goodness
Close.
Gracious.
Yeah.
I don't
Austin.
like all these players getting so close to the ball bouncing around.
Yeah, that's Jacoby Wade's got to be yelling there to get away from it, and you got to be listening as you're running downfield. Austin's trying to get down there and block.
Conway band playing loudly over there. Might have been a little hard to hear.
There's a
but
lot of stuff that's a little loud over here.
We love the Conway band.
All right, so you got Heath Owen now into the ball game. Playing a wide. This is heading up wide, yeah.
This is a new look. Heath Owen in the slot.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess he's going to be blocking. Okay,
Yeah,
comes in motion.
There we go.
Here we go. They give it to Dez. Dez lowered his shoulder. He's going to pick up 3 on first down.
Yeah, the second level is really getting engaged for the Northside Grizzlies. The linebackers are really active. Again, they play a base 3-man down, but really it hardly ever is 3. They're going to blitz from the corners and from the middle.
Give it to Dez again. Dez following the blockers. He's following right behind Heath Owen.
Yeah.
Taylor Webster.
Picked up a couple.
Yeah, it's going to spot it at the 47, bring up 3rd and 3.
You get a couple more here, you're going to go for it more than likely.
They fake it. Quick pass out to Jaden Gaines. Jaden looks it all the way in, bobbled it a little bit, but he's going to have the first down.
Whew, that was close. Saw Chris O'Neill do that last week for a touchdown on his first score of the game. All right, that's the first down, and we are 7.5 minutes into the first quarter.
Can hear Coach Kelly from this side of the field. He's yelling right towards us, Tim. This is going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
Jackson Anderson in motion. Donnie looking downfield, looking deep for Jaden Gaines. Jaden has a step but can't catch up to it. Incomplete.
Good, but you know the thing about that is, though, and I kind of like this, is you're stretching the field, the deep middle. He had plenty of time to throw it. He overthrew it, which is great because you don't want to underthrow that. That's a pick if it happens. So, but you stretch the defense.
Zach Colbeth checking in on the far side, in for Jaden Gaines. 2nd and 10. They give to Dez. Dez right up the middle behind Heath Owen. That's a nice gain. Give him about 7 on first down.
Yeah, that is on second down. That was on second down.
Second down,
Yeah,
sorry.
third down. Yeah, but that's even better, though, that we get it there. Brings up 3rd and manageable, plus out of the field.
3rd and 3. They'll go right back to it. Dez getting behind Heath. Leaning forward. Going to be really close. The near side judge, they're both calling it now. Yeah. First down, Conway.
Just got to the point there. Nice job. Ran right behind Heath Owen. Jonathan Smith checking in now. So you got Des Davidson out in the slot, far side.
Donnie checks down to Dez.
We
saw that a week ago, too.
I think this is going to be an illegal man downfield, if I had to guess.
Flag on the far side near the 35.
Wait, the play took a little too long, and when you have that, sometimes you'll see these guys, the offensive linemen, head downfield just a little bit too early, get 2 or 3 yards down the field.
Don't try it.
He's calling illegal touching, so he must have been covered up. Okay, so that was a case where Dez was on the line of scrimmage and covered up by the outside receiver who was not off, and so that made him ineligible.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson Anderson and Jonathan Smith here on the near side. Donnie looks for Chris O'Neill. Catches him on the seam route. Chris has a first down after the tough catch.
Yeah, so they're playing a deep zone here, and if they continue to play that zone, you're going to see some slants across the middle, some deep routes across the middle.
1st and 10 from the 20, looking for Colbeth on the slant.
Pass incomplete.
Could not secure it in with the left hand.
Boy, that was right there, too. That's exactly what I was talking about. If they're going to play that soft zone like that, we're going to find the gaps, and Donnie put that right on it. Just got to pull that in. Young receiver, he'll get that.
2nd and 10. Give it to Dez. Dez up the middle, following James Neal. Dez inside the 5, down to the 1. Touchdown, Conway.
What a great run by Dez. Got the seam in the middle, hit the second level, took on the contact at around about the 5-yard line, and was not to be denied. Perfectly done by Des Davidson.
Follow James Neal Jr.
Got to do it, man.
Recipe for success. That is touchdown number 6 on the ground for Des Davidson. Point after. Hits off the crossbar. Not the crossbar, the upright. First missed PAT of the year for Major Mahar.
Welcome to Mayo Thompson.
Welcome. We'll be back after this break on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Back live in Mayo Thompson Stadium. Wampus Cats take the first lead of the game. Missed the extra point. It's 6-0 with 6:15 to play here in the first quarter. They kick it deep to Massey. Excuse me, that's Phillips. Phillips bringing it back near side. No fouls, chasing him down. Zach Colbeth in there as well, and Ben Chandler.
Yeah, those are names that are all fast and very good. So watch this. Great move right there. Takes contact out at about the 7 or 8 yard line. And into the end zone, my man. Your man.
My man.
Des
Davidson.
Great block by the offensive line there. All right, defense. Got him backed up to about the 13-yard line.
Moody so far 2 for 5, just 6 yards. We'll pitch it out to right. Kesey bringing him back to the middle where Braxton Snell Nixon was waiting.
Yeah, they were lucky to get a couple there. We really did a great job of in the pursuit angle.
Griffin Sherrod in there as well.
Yeah, that's going wide. Here's the thing. Here's the problem there is that the Wampus Cats truly are faster than at most positions than Northside. So getting the edge on us is going to be a little tough.
2nd and 8. Ben Chandler bringing the blitz. Moody gets it out quickly, and Wright not ready for it. It's going to fall incomplete.
Well, the blitz there threw everything off. The timing of the throw, the catch, everything gets rushed at that point and makes everybody uncomfortable. And Ben timed that up well. It was a blitz he was on the line of scrimmage as soon as it was snapped, and he was there.
Conway running a 3-man front tonight against the pass-happy Northside. Moody has time. Connects out here on the near side with Massey. It's going to be more than enough for a first down.
And Cam Massey is a very good receiver. He's the guy he's one of the 3 that you have to watch. You got Trez Hammond on him out here on an island. Ran a good out route. Got enough to get the first down.
Pitch it out to right again. Ben Chandler forcing him back to the middle. Casey stuck it there to secure the tackle.
Yeah, that's a non-starter there. I mean, you got Ben Chandler out. Nobody blocking Ben. Out in space with a running back. It's a bad spot. But now we ran a 4-man front here. We ran a 4-man front there. So we're switching out, in and out. It seems to be almost situational.
Northside going to run the twin stacks. Got Massey and Clark here on the near side. Moody looking out on the far side. On the slant.
Moody's pass
connects with Phillips.
Yeah, the double stack with a slant is an execution kind of thing and a timing thing. You can make that happen because you've got one guy off. You have to pick defensively what's your strategy and who's going to cover who. It does create a little uncertainty and a little bit of space there, so it has to be timed out right. That's a good throw that time by Moody.
3rd and 4. 4:21 on the clock here in the first quarter. Ben Chandler bringing the blitz again. And Jacoby Wade knocking the ball away as the pass was behind Phillips, right within reach of Jacoby.
Yeah, and he was about to make that catch, and Jacoby just absolutely cleaned his clock here. Watch
this is the previous play.
Yeah, but he literally, the ball was going to be caught, it looks like, but Jacoby was there to break it up. Jacoby, not only does he do things well with the ball and picks and all that stuff, he is a great tackler and a great cover guy. Just a safety deluxe back there.
Rogers on for the third time here in the first quarter. Another high punt. Jacoby Wade calling for the fair catch. Bounces around the 40. Going to go out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 34.
Kind of a bend, don't break approach here the first 3 drives. I mean, we did stop them on 4 downs or 3 downs in the middle series, but the first 2 series had a couple plays that gained some yards and got a first down, but then the defense comes in, holds tight, and forces the punts. They really have not gone much further than midfield.
Wampus Cats will start with an empty set here for Donnie. Caden Henderson comes in motion, lines up to Donnie's left. Hand off to Caden. Caden bouncing it out here on the near side. He's going to pick up about 3 on first down.
Yeah, Caden found the outside there, did a little bounce. If he makes one step to the outside and makes one wiggle there, maybe gets a few more yards, but great job just to get 3.
2nd and 7. Caden working around the corner here on the near side. Caden diving forward. Got a big run to get the first down. They'll mark him at the 47 on the other side of the field.
Excellent edge blocking out here by your Wampus Cats, including Jackson Anderson, but also Jonathan Smith. Great job blocking downfield.
Donnie passing on first down, connects with that's Heath Owen.
No, it's Max Owen.
Oh, Max Owen. Sorry, got my wrong Owen.
Yeah. Timeout.
Northside calling a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
The Smith Ford family is excited about this tailgate season. Home games or away, we've got the perfect vehicle for you. Broncos make getting there as much fun as being there.
And don't forget about Smith Ford's electric vehicles, the Mustang Mach-E, the F-150 Lightning, here on the lot. Come by or visit us online for the best deals around.
With the Smith Ford family, we won't be undersold.
Gamer Gab.
First down as we come back. The handoff to Caden Henderson. Going to be a short gain.
It's been the kind of the approach here is running the ball on first down, getting short yardage. That's about the shortest we've done. But testing that defensive line right out of the gate.
Just a gain of 1. They do get Northside to jump offside. That was Matthew Interiano here on the near side.
Yeah, makes it second and 6. And
Kobe Irwin checking in for Heath Owen.
You know, we haven't seen that as much this year, by the way. The getting them to jump off sides. Boy, that was a regular ploy last year. But pretty effective there.
2nd and 4, they try to do it again. Just checking.
Yeah. Are you still there?
Kobe Irwin lined up at H-back. Fake it to Caden. Donnie rolling out on the far side. Trying to find Kobe Irwin, but too much pressure, just throws it down in the grass, and got a flag near the 25 here on the near side.
It was a late flag, and I don't know, all the way from this side of the play was all the way on the other side of the field. Ineligible downfield again. Well, that's the first time ineligible. Last time was a legal touch. The play, that was a little scattered of a play. It's not a formation we've seen much of. And actually, no.
He's going to wave it off.
Thank you very much. He was just checking.
Flag's been waved off.
He was just checking.
All right, it will be 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Jonathan Smith going to check in now for Kobe Irwin. Wampus Cats will go back to 4 receivers. And Max Owen lined up
on the far edge.
On
wow.
the far edge, yeah.
This is 4-down territory, by the way.
Northside showing blitz. Give it to Caden. Caden had to make a cut quickly just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was good job by Northside to slide inside the block there.
1 on the play makes it 4th and 5. Ball spot at the 25-yard line.
Caden is coming off the field. I don't know that he took the hit very well.
Say a loss of 1 makes it 4th and 5. Donnie rolling out. Looking for Chris O'Neal. Chris couldn't haul it in. And Northside will take over on downs.
Yeah, good job by Northside there to kind of withstand the barrage that was happening. We got behind. We got a good spot there at 2nd and 5 and just couldn't do anything with it. Watch this rollout here. And that's kind of the thing right now, is to get Donnie all the way out there on the far edge to try to make us run the route to the boundary. Just ran out of time there.
So Northside takes over at the 25. Moody fakes the pitch. He's going to roll here to the near side. He'll just step out of bounds. Not much of a lane there for Moody.
Yeah, they were working on that. I was watching the coach down below working on that very play. So the pitch has not gone well to the running back, right, but hopefully we were going to go for the fake. We did not. We extended out all the way to the boundary, and great tackle.
Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11. Northside with trips to the right. Moody looking in that direction, right over the middle. Jacoby Wade jumping in front, getting his hands on it. That was almost interception number 6 for Jacoby Wade.
Jacoby. Boy, he broke on that ball. What a great break on the ball. Good pressure this time by John Paul Saxton. And, man, just couldn't come down with it.
Incompletion makes it 3rd and 11.
Yeah, they're behind the sticks again. 3rd and 11 is a tough spot. This is Cam Massey time. We are ISO down here on the bottom of the screen with Trez Hammond.
Tavarius King split out on the far side. Moody looking in that direction. Flushed out to the near side. John Paul Saxton can't catch him. Walking the tightrope. They're going to mark him back around the 28.
He was trying. Not for the lack of effort. He was really trying on that edge. Oh,
well, look at that
Jacoby.
pass that Jacoby almost picked off. Man, you can see him. He's already.
That's a long bus ride home for somebody. All right, great job by the defense there to get him to force out in the roll with good coverage downfield, by the way. Trez had Cam Massey all locked up. He was looking to his right first, but then he came back to Cam this side of the field. Just wasn't there. This guy, Moody, will make some mistakes if you give him time. He'll make some mistakes. He'll make some great throws, but he'll make some mistakes.
On 4th down, Northside will punt it away. It's blocked. Tyus Carr tries to get his hands on it. John Paul Saxton will recover.
That was not a block. That was a smother. My gosh, they took it off his foot. What a great job by special teams there. 2nd week in a row for a block on a kick, this time a punt.
Man, oh, man, they are hungry.
Yeah, boy, that was, listen, he literally took that off his foot. Oh, my gosh. Well, we started in the plus side of the field there. Now we're at the, the 19-yard line. My goodness.
It's been a
smother.
It's been an interesting first quarter so far. Your Wampus Cats just up 6-0, but defensively they have had their way so far.
They're playing tough.
What do we got here? Donnie lined up at receiver here on the near side. Trey Harris takes the snap.
Number 17.
He's going to run it. Short gain on 1st down. Little wildcat action going on.
Trickerization there by your Wampus Cats. The first time we've seen the wildcat formation. This time with Trey Harris, they're going to line it up again.
2nd down, ball spot the 28-yard line.
2nd and 8. Trey going to keep it again. Not much going there. Another short gain gets it down to the 15.
All right, brings up 3rd and about 6, maybe actually about 5 after they mark it.
Ball spot at the 15-yard line.
All right, we go back to our regular formation here. You got Jonathan Smith and Jackson Anderson with Dez in the backfield. Max Owen out on the far side of the field.
They give it to Dez. Dez makes a cut back to the middle. Dez Davidson, second rushing touchdown here in the first quarter.
It's all Dez. It is all Dez. What one cut back at the line of scrimmage. Great block that time by, I believe that was probably McEwen, maybe even Derek Haynes on the right side. And once they sealed him off, man, it was free running to the end zone. Great job.
22-10.
So Wampus Cats up 12-0, pending the point after. Much better kick this time. 13-0, Conway on top. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Back deep to receive for the Northside Grizzlies.
Wampus Cats up 13-0. 53 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
All the love pregame to Donnie and Chris O'Neill, as it should be.
Yeah.
And who else shows up? Your man.
My man, Des
Yeah,
Davidson, getting his 6th and 7th rushing touchdowns of the year.
Well, that was well blocked. I mean, he didn't have any resistance. Once he hit the second level, it was all over.
Kick will be taken in by Wright. Bringing it back across the field. Tice Carr chasing him down. Jacoby Wade coming in from behind as well. And Wright going to be down behind the 10.
He's still down. Yeah, it fell kind of awkwardly. That was a wide angle. I mean, this is watch this run here by Dez. One cut, boom, right there.
It was
it's over.
Yeah, it was James Neal and Q Whitehead again.
Yeah, they pulled for it. Yeah. So fantastic job by your offensive line. And here's the thing that you saw right there on that kickoff. This is representative, by the way, as well of the offense. They're going to have a hard time if they continue to try to go left to right. They're going to have a hard time. When I mean that by that lateral, they're going to try to go laterally. They need to get vertical pretty quickly. The speed on the outside edges has been just to this point has been too much.
So Wright will not be out here for the first play. Set up the screen to Massey. Massey upended by Noah Files, but a big gain on first down. It's going to get about 8.
Yeah, that's what you got to do right there. You quick slant to Cam Massey, who's one of your playmakers, and he got vertical very quickly. That's going to be the ploy.
Wright checks in for this second down. 2nd and 2. Quick pass on the other side to Cook. Cook trying to turn it upfield. He does. He'll have enough for the first down. Excuse me, Thomas. I don't know why I'm calling him Cook.
Yeah, JT Thomas. So quick hitch there that was successful. Gained just enough to get the first down.
Be 1st and 10 Grizzlies, ball spot at their own 25-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 25. Moody swings it out to Wright. Kesey, Trez Hammond meeting up, a flag coming in.
They're going to call face mask, I believe, there. It's too bad, too, because, boy, they really had that eaten up.
He keeps trying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Face mask.
Yeah, that was again. That's too bad. It was well played by the defense. Just got a hand in on the face mask. Good call by the officials.
Gonna make it 1st and 10 Grizzlies. Ball spot at their own 40-yard line.
First time that the Grizzlies have had 2 first downs in a series. It's a good start to this one.
Moves the ball to the 40.
That will be
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Cats on top, 13-0. Back after this break here on Conway Corp.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Jeff Matthews. You've probably seen commercials like this one for Conway Corp TV, our streaming video service. And maybe you thought you would get around to calling and making the switch. Well, I'm here to remind you to make the call. Now is the time. Stream your favorite channels of live TV at home or on the go on the Conway Corp TV app. You'll love innovative features like Restart TV, Replay TV, and the Cloud DVR. Call us at 501-450-6000 and make the switch to Conway Corp TV today.
We'll flip the field. Northside will start here at the 40 as we begin the second quarter. It's empty for Moody. Moody coming back on the near side for Thomas. Tice Carr got there quickly. The forward progress will be marked at the 44.
Yeah, good throw that time, real quick throw. They got just enough to make that worth it, because Tice Carr was right there. If that jumps that route, just one more step.
Makes it 2nd and 6.
They're now going with quick throws, slants, screens.
Moody looking for Thomas again. He fell down, got back up, and was able to make the catch. He secures the first down.
They picked up the blitz that time. I think that was Ben Chandler that was untouched in the middle until he got to the running back, and he was able to get Ben before he could get to the quarterback. That was close there.
Keyshawn Ekman, Juju Jones in at tackle. Moody on first down. Finds Thomas again. Thomas has been the key here. It's another first down. Northside takes it down to the 30.
Spotting up inside the zone there.
Austin Watkins checking in, giving a spell to Griffin Sherrod.
Just quick throws now. It's what it's been, quick throws.
Hand off to right on first down. Jukes to his left. Ekman and Noah Files meeting up. It's going to be no gain.
Yeah, good news is on the running game. It's a little tough right now, and so you're not having to throw at the kitchen sink at the run to stop it. What they've done so far on this drive is really sit down in the zone and get the quick hits, the 5-6 yards, the slants. Trips to the far side.
Moody flushed out to the near side. Ben Chandler closing in. Oh, man, Jacoby Wade almost picked off another one.
And he caught it.
Flag on the play.
Oh, wow.
They're going to call Jacoby Wade, I think, for defensive pass interference, but he after he bobbled it,
so probably
Wright caught it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. He caught the ball.
That was interesting. Thomas will come off as King checks back in for him.
That is 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's the 5th penalty so far on your Wampus Cats from my count. We may have missed one earlier. They're going to call holding against Jacoby. Good concentration that time by Wright to make the catch after Jacoby almost had the pick again.
1st and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Will decline and take the result of the play, which will be a first down. Moody over the middle. No one there except for Noah Files diving. Almost got a hand on it.
Yeah, Clark, I'm not sure if I think it's Clark out there. Clark ran a route that Moody did not throw. And so, again, the closest guy was Noah. That's a good spot. But we are running a zone out there, and they're trying to find the open spot. You've got to be on the same page, and that time they were not.
Makes it 2nd and 10, 10:09 to play here in the second quarter. Ball at the 18. Moody looking to pass, gets it out to Clark on the far side. Clark cutting it back to the middle of the field. He's going to pick up a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Northside.
A tackle and play that time by Jonas Cecil.
At the Wampus Cats 7-yard line.
Really good drive this time by the Grizzlies.
They move trips to the left. Get it out there quickly. This time to Cam Massey.
Massey on the reception for Moody.
He's going to get it inside the 5, down to the 4.
Well, these quick passes have been the trouble spot for the Wampus Cats right now. No answer for that.
We'll stick with the same formation here. We'll give it to Wright this time. No, excuse me. Moody keeps it. A lot of white jerseys in the vicinity. He will gain about 1 yard.
Tough to make those throws at this level here. Now you got Moody coming out. Going to run some sort of heavy package with Ezra Phillips, it looks like, at the Wildcat.
It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 2. They still waiting on somebody?
Yeah, they got to call timeout.
Yeah, Coach Felix Curry trying to get the attention of the official. They will call timeout. We'll take it with them. Back after this break here on Conway Corp.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business, easily pay friends, and quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Well, here's the situation. It's 3rd and goal from the 2, 9:12 to play here in the second quarter. And it looked like Northside was going to run a kind of like a Wildcat heavier type package.
I think they still are.
Yeah, it seems like they will indeed bring that out again with Ezra Phillips back to take the snap.
Yeah, he might throw out of this, but I doubt it. It looks to me like it's going to be a heavy package to the right, looking for Ezra just to make his way into the end zone here.
Massey in motion. Fake it to Massey. Nowhere to go for Ezra Phillips. He's going to lose at least 1 yard.
Phillips on the carry.
And Moody will come back in on 4th down.
Yeah, they gave him a good spot, actually. I thought he was down at around the 5-yard line, but they gave him the 4. Good job by the defense just to infiltrate. Watch this.
Oh, they're bringing on the field goal unit.
Wow. Okay.
Moody is the holder. Max Chavez, sophomore, is the kicker.
Need to play safe here.
Good snap, good hold, good kick.
Up and good.
Northside gets on the board, cuts the lead down to 10. The lights.
8:35 remaining here in the first half. It's Conway
Interesting
13,
situation here with the lights. They're coming back on. All right, we'll be back after a break here on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Well, nothing to be alarmed about. I'm told by you, Tim, that apparently that's what they do after they score.
Yeah, they have a little light show that they try to roll through. That's
Okay.
good, whatever it takes. Not a great defensive stand there, really. Ultimately it was because they only get 3. But really a lot of quick throws that were very successful that entire drive. I mean, they moved from their 15-yard line. That's an 85-yard drive to get 3. So ultimately that's okay. But, boy, there were a lot of quick throws there. We've got to clean that up. We didn't have a chance to even get to him. You know, watch for shenanigans always with this bunch.
Chavez will kick it deep, be hauled in by Tice Carr. Tice gets it back to the 30 before he'll finally go down.
Yeah, there was a little seam there. Nicely done. That's a good run out by Tice.
Another look at it here.
Good blocking, good little seam right here.
You got so many options back there. Tice, Trez Hammond, Chris O'Neill, they're all fast.
Jacoby Wade.
They're all really fast, by the way.
All good players, all really fast. All right, offense, you got to respond here. Your defense took it on the chin there for most of that drive. It's time to showcase what you can do. We're going to go short set here. Look at this. Double tight end.
Donnie Trying to find Chris O'Neill here on the near side. Chris makes one move. Oh, past the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35. The danger of Chris O'Neill.
Yeah, see, you know what? The thing about it is the guy had the angle on him. There was really no way he was going to take it much further than that. What a smart play by Chris O'Neill to get out of bounds. No injury, no heavy hit. Just get it what you can and move along. And marketing back all the way back to the 34.
Interesting. Donnie to pass on first down. Trying to find Max Owen. That was going to be a tough pass.
Yeah, that was okay anyway. They had that covered up underside, and the boundary was on the backside, so there was really no open spot there. No good place.
Been seeing a lot of Max Owen playing receiver tonight. 2nd and 10. To hand off to Caden. Caden following behind James Neal Jr. They're going to give him about 7 yards on 2nd down for Caden.
Yeah, nice follow. I mean, again, what you do is you follow behind your lead dog there.
3rd and 3. They'll do it again. Caden having to do a lot more work this time, but he's going to get a first down.
What a fantastic job of picking your spot there, Caden. Got behind Neal for a little bit of it and then had to do it on his own, to your point. Great job of getting first down. He was not going to get that without that extra effort.
Heath Owen checks in at H-back. Both Owens on the field now. Donnie looking deep for Jackson Anderson. Got him.
Touchdown.
Donnie to Jackson. 23 yards for the score.
Perfect throw by Donnie there. I mean, led him right to the spot. Jackson Anderson, great concentration, had man coverage all the way through the end zone. Goes up and gets it. That's what he does. Nice.
Touchdown number 4 on the year for Jackson Anderson. 16 catches, 4 of them for touchdowns.
That's a great route right there. He ran a great route on man coverage.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. Conway responds, extends the lead to 17, 20-3, 7:34 to play here in the second quarter. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
For communities to grow, there has to be investment from different people.
First Community Bank has been awesome. Whatever we need, they're there.
First Community Bank has been great to us. It really has.
When we took this journey and she started just everything from A to Z, even now, I feel like she has that open line of communication.
First Community Bank is a customer of ours and we're a customer of theirs.
When we got the community center going, things just fell together.
First Community leads the pack on giving back.
Number 22.
I'm liking the jams.
They can play that as loud as they want to. James Brown, are you kidding me? That's yes.
I don't know that I would play something so exciting after the Wampus Cats scored, but
I feel good.
Okay.
I was waiting for you to shut me down.
Well, I gave you a little bit longer than I
okay,
probably should have.
Okay.
In retrospect. Major Mahar kicking away. Taken in by Wright. Right at the 20. He's going to get it close to the 25.
Number 6, Isaac Wright on
I was
return.
watching Ben Chandler on that rundown right there.
Number 35 on the
Watch
tackle
this.
for Conway.
This is the play from Chris O'Neill.
Chris O'Neill. Dude made it all happen right there. Good stiff arm. Got around him. Got down there. But a great route again on the touchdown by Jackson Anderson. I was watching Ben Chandler on the kickoff coverage. Literally took his guy who was trying to block him, who had the unfortunate task of getting to him. Watch this route right here. Boom to the edge, play off the pressure, dropped it right on him.
Love it. Moody passing on first down. They get it to Massey on the screen. Griffin Sherrod chases him down from behind. It will be a first down after a gain of 11.
Yeah, this has been. They had success last time. They're going to go right back to it, and that's quick hitches, slants. Don't give our linebackers like Ben Chandler time to blitz in and get to them.
Ball spotted from 34-yard line.
First down, Moody passing again. This time to Phillips.
Moody's pass complete to Phillips.
Jacoby Wade.
5 on the tackle.
Making a great tackle.
Loss of one on the play right there. So that was again a quick throw. That's what they're dialing up. Now,
2nd 11.
You know, they might have a hitch and then a go later, but we can jump one of these if we get timed out just right.
Jacoby Wade bringing the blitz. Flag coming in. The
motion, I believe.
Blow the play dead.
Yeah.
Hey, it's kind of working. It's kind of working.
They're trying new things.
Okay, it's not working anymore.
Not as much.
False start against Northside.
But they are, listen, we're running a 3-man front, but we're shooting some gaps. We had that time we had Jacoby Wade coming from the outside edge, and he looks like he may be doing it again here.
It's 20-3, 6:30 to play here in the first half. Jacoby on the blitz again. Moody trying to find Thomas.
That
Noah Files and Moody, or excuse me, Noah Files and Thomas getting a little tangled up.
No, that ball was way overthrown out of bounds, and there was no chance there. That's a good no call. But here's the thing. So the issue with Moody there was you got to the edge. You had Kesey chasing from the backside, but you had Jacoby Wade who got off his block, and you got Jacoby Wade chasing you. So you're going to have to get rid of it.
It's going to make it 3rd and 16. Ben Chandler bringing the blitz. They get it out to right. Trez Hammond. John Paul Saxon going to push him out at the 39, so still short of the sticks.
Brings up 4th and 5. I don't see them moving to the now they do. 20-3, you're still in the ball game, and so they are going to kick it away, at least line up for it.
In punting position for Northside, number 35, Elijah Rogers. Back deep to receive for Conway, number 5.
Counting our guys, sorry. It's a hold.
Another punt from Rogers. Jacoby Wade was going to play it off the bounce, but it just died. And Conway will start this drive at the 35.
Good job by the defense to get him behind the sticks. And it started with a really good tackle on a quick route that got -1 yards. Then they had a penalty. And then they had an incompletion deep on the field. And so really good job by the defense to not really give in after the initial first down.
Well, hey, it was a great last offensive drive. Let's have another one.
Yeah, those are nice. I like those.
Donnie to pass on first down. Ball's tipped up. It's going to be picked off. Chris O'Neill coming in from behind.
That's going to be a 15.
Number 25 on the interception for Northside. Flag on the play.
Officials getting hold of the situation here. Coaches on the near sideline holding their players back as well.
Kind of lost our composure there after the play. Chris threw him out of bounds. That's a good call. Well, that was an ill-advised pass. I mean, there was really nothing open there. They sat back. They dropped back immediately. The linebackers did, and they had the backside covered with the safeties. So there was really no place to throw the ball there. And once the tip happened, it's normal Oski rules, and bad news for your Wampus Cats.
Just the 3rd interception of the year from Donovan Amalo, but his 2nd in 2 games.
Yeah. Tip ball can get you every time.
So mark this from the 37.
Oh, they called it sportsmanlike. Now, see, that's a late hit out of bounds. I don't understand why that's an unsportsmanlike. And the reason why that's important is if he gets another one, he's gone. Okay, so that should be a late hit out of bounds. But it was not called that way. Now, I do not agree with that call. I agree with the fact that there should be a penalty. That's not unsportsmanlike. That's just a late hit out of bounds.
Well, that will move the ball all the way to the 22, so a short field here for Northside. Moody connecting with Massey. Massey wide open spaces, and he'll take it in from 22 yards out. First touchdown of the night for Northside.
All right, this is the Mayo-Thompson process. You've got to overcome the strange things that happen here. That's a fantastic throw and route. Got behind. We were behind on the cut, on the slant, and no one in the middle of the field coming up to make the play. Easy 6 that time by the Grizzlies.
Chavez's
extra point is good, 20-10. Northside cutting into the lead. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
And with
The Smith Ford family is excited about this tailgate season. Home games are away, we've got the perfect vehicle for you. Broncos make getting there as much fun as being there.
And don't forget about Smith Ford's electric vehicles, the Mustang Mach-E, the F-150 Lightning, here on the lot. Come by or visit us online for the best deals around.
With the Smith Ford family, we won't be undersold.
For Conway.
Well, Northside cutting into the lead. Just a 10-point lead now for your Wampus Cats.
It is strange happenings here at Mayo Thompson. Turnover from the first play from scrimmage for your Wampus Cats, and then a first play touchdown to Cam Massey.
Chris O'Neill will return this one. Oh, no. They're going to say he got all the way back into the end zone, so it will be a touchback.
It will be 1st and 10, Wampus Cats.
All right, well, you got to start where you got to start. So a little frustration on both sides of the ball there. You're going to have offensively a tipped ball and a pick on the first play, ill-advised throw. You compound that with an unfortunate penalty out on the sidelines, and then a quick touchdown. Now you got to respond.
Give it to Dez on first down. Dez following behind James Neal again. He's going to pick up about 4 on first down.
Yeah, that's a good rush right that time by. That's a good settle run by Dez.
It's 20-10. They give it to Dez again here on second down. He's going to pick up the first down.
44, Lucas Caldeira.
Good block up front. Good hard run by Dez.
Just keep giving it to him. Keep feeding him. Dez pushing the pile. Goodness gracious.
Again, this is the kind of situation where you got to lean on these guys a little bit. They've been out there every play. Those 3 guys on the defensive line, that's the same 3 guys every play. Got to get into their legs a little bit.
2nd and 5. Kobe Irwin this time. He's going to pick up the first down at the 47.
Yeah, great run that time. Good, hit the edge, cut it up real quickly.
Cats moving quickly. Give it to Kobe again. Nowhere to go this time. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good tackle that time by Taylor Webster, the big guy in the middle.
Jaden Gaines, Jonathan Smith, Chris O'Neill here on the near side. Donnie looking for Jackson. Jackson trying to play back to the ball. The incomplete.
Good coverage that time by the Grizzlies.
Dotson.
Didn't really have a good step there. Threw it where he had to. It was almost there, almost completed, but brings up 3rd and long now.
Donnie gets the call in. He's got time, stepping up. He's going to run it. He's got a first down and more. Past the 30. There's a flag coming in back at the 35. In the vicinity of Chris O'Neill.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold down the field.
That is penalty.
That's going to be number 7 or 8.
Yeah, I've lost track here. Been way too many.
Buck James is talking to the official, as he should. I mean, that's absolutely critical. It's crushing. Because that goes back. Does that go back to the line of scrimmage? Why are we marking it? Yeah, well, it doesn't. It goes to the spot of the foul. So that's the only good news. It brings up 3rd down and about 3.
Buck James still chatting.
Yeah.
I can imagine what he's saying. 3rd and 3. They'll give it to Kobe. Kobe's going to get about a yard. It'll be 4th and 2, and Conway's going to have a decision to make.
Well, this is one of those where they've hit you in the mouth, and can you respond? This is a tough spot for your Wampus Cats. They're going to stay out there.
They bring in Heath Owen.
They're going to huddle up a little bit. That's a huddle. $15 seconds on the play clock.
4th and 2, quick snap. They pitch it to Chris O'Neill, and guess we're going to have a timeout. Yep. Timeout from Felix Curry. We will take it with them. Back with this big play after this break on Conway Corp.
Timeout Northside. It's their third and final of the.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Well, that was Northside's final timeout of the first half. I think it was a well-placed call.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be a first down. It was a jet sweep to Chris O'Neill. He had already found the line of scrimmage and had some space, but they got the timeout in apparently. All right, big play here. I mean, you've had a pick and a quick touchdown to bring it to a 10-point game. The Wampus Cats haven't seen a 10-point game this late in the second half or in the second quarter in a long time. So, matter of fact, maybe not hardly ever, because the Bentonville game was out of control in the first half. So, good test here. Just got to respond. Got Des Davis in the backfield.
4th down, they give it to Dez. Dez falling forward. He's going to have enough for the first down.
Great run that time. I mean, good, right at the line of gain with a good press forward by Dez. That's a good sign right there. I like that play.
I mean, Chris O'Neill and Jackson Anderson here on the near side. Another flag coming in.
Double clutch that time by our center, I believe. He went to snap it and turned the ball a little bit. They're going to get him for 5.
Back it up. They'll bring Heath Owen and Kylan Croft off. Go back to the 4-receiver set.
It's your normal 4 starters. You got Jaden out here close to you and Chris O'Neill in the slot closest to you. That's 5.
They're going to get 5 back.
Well, give and you take.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, sometimes that's just a smart, heady play. Wampus Cats did that a lot. They do it a lot, is to when they need 5. Again, the pace of play is sometimes that plays into that. Everybody's go, 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 and all of a sudden you stop.
Donnie will pass. Gets Jonathan Smith out on the far side boundary. It's complete. Mark it at the 39.
Yeah, good gain of 3 there. Right on the boundary. Great catch that time by Jonathan.
Going back to the stacks again. Donnie going deep for Jackson. Got him.
Oh, no.
Official says he was out of bounds.
Ooh, I'd like to see that one again. I thought he had a foot down.
Jackson Anderson not agreeing.
Yeah, I thought he had a foot down.
Hard to tell.
I can't tell where his foot is, but he had 1 foot down. Whether it was on the boundary or not, I don't know.
3rd and 7. It's empty for Donnie. Donnie coming here near side. It's got Jaden Gaines. Jaden makes the catch inside the 20 as he goes down. Big first down conversion.
Wow. I mean, he sat down and got lost. They lost the containment. I think defensive coach was pretty mad that he left his guy. He tried to go for Donnie, and Donnie just hit him.
Give it to Dez here. Dez.
22 on the carry.
Not much space, but still picking up 3.
He basically fell over the big guy in the middle there, Taylor Webster, who was laying down. It was just a big body there to kind of get over.
Ball spot at the 14-yard line.
Be 2nd and 7 from the 14. Give it to Dez again.
22 on the carry.
Dez met quickly at the line of scrimmage. He'll get another 1 or 2 yards here.
All right, I don't know about 4 down territory now. You'd like to get that 3 on the board if you have to have it, but
It's going to be 3rd and 5. They set up the screen to Dez. Dez has a blocker out in front. Diving forward. Wait the call. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Come on.
Number 22 on the reception, brought down just shy of the goal line. Will be
well, that was a big play by the defender because James Neal was out there.
Great call.
Got hands on him, and the defender just able to work around it.
Great call.
Chavez.
Yeah, probably a good call on the goal line.
1st and goal from the 1. They'll stick with the 4 receivers.
This is where you normally would see Donnie press forward. They're going to take a little time off the clock here.
Yes,
because
that is good.
Yeah, you got a passing offense on the other side of the field,
and also Northside, no timeouts.
Right.
Donnie going to do Donnie things. Touchdown from 1 yard out. Conway extending the lead back to 16.
Don't see a lot of celebration on our side of the ball right now. Probably what I would call a little bit of a disappointing half, both offensively and defensively. Haven't done exactly what we wanted to do. Great that we've got a lead. But have not looked sharp tonight. Maybe it's the Mayo Thompson thing all over again. I don't know.
That is the 5th rushing touchdown on the year.
Missed it.
For Donovan. The extra point is missed. 2nd missed PAT tonight. Scores still a 2-score game, 26-10. We'll be back after this break.
The community of Conway continues to be committed to the Wampus Cats, just as Centennial is committed to our customers. Perseverance, commitment, and resilience are key ingredients for success, both on and off the field of play. Whether you are cheering on the Wampus Cats, starting a new business, or planning for the future, Centennial is here for all of life's moments. Let us be your partner. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Well, the Wampus Cats get another score on the board, but another missed PAT. It's just bizarre because, Conway's been perfect on the year with point after attempts.
Well, that one got away. The mechanics of the whole process got away there. High snap, didn't quite get it down in time. It threw the timing off.
Thomas on the return from Northside.
Ooh.
It's going to be stopped right around the 25.
Hello, Jacoby
Wade doing
Get
Jacoby
up,
Wade things.
Get up, man. Okay.
Number 5 on the stop.
Yeah, he's coming up a
ginger.
little.
Yeah, I need to look at that.
1st and 10, Northside ball spotted. They're on 25.
1:05 to play here in the first half. Northside, no timeouts.
They've been real content to run these quick slants, trying to get 5, 6, 7 at a pop. They call timeout.
Conway with the timeout. We will take it as well. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
On the current NHS campus. He was a male cheerleader and noted concert pianist.
Back live for the final 65 seconds here in the first half. Northside, no timeouts, but the way they've been moving the ball in the last few drives, anything can happen.
Yeah, they don't need a lot of time, and they don't need a lot of timeouts. The good shot of your offense there, getting some instruction underneath the tent there. Again, they put up 26 points, should be 28. We've scored 4 touchdowns, but missed a couple of PATs, but just hasn't been really solid tonight. Hasn't felt like we've been in control of the ball game completely.
NHS marks the 5th generation of the Calderera families to work at Taliano's restaurant.
Moody trying to connect with Thomas. That's been his safety blanket tonight. Him and Thomas have had a good connection.
Yeah, they are attempting to get the pass off before we can get to them. So even with a blitz, they're looking to quick trigger into the flat, into the spot of the zone. It's been mostly that slant or that quick hitch.
Massey and Clark on the far side. Phillips and Thomas here on the near side. They'll hand off to right, but nowhere to go. Swallowed up. Austin Watkins in there. Braxton Nixon Snell in there as well.
Why do we have a timeout?
We trying to
Are we? Did
get
we
the
call,
ball back?
We did. We called timeout. Okay, I was going. One. I thought maybe that no, they just signaled for who? He signaled that it was Northside. Okay.
Well, we'll just hold it here as we try and sort this one out.
I think it's timeout us, even though he signaled Northside.
Okay.
Timeout Conway, their second and a half.
Yeah.
That was Conway's second timeout. It'll be 3rd and 11. So Conway, they want to get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, the incompletion here or anything short, you can get a timeout. But an incompletion gives the Wampus Cat offense maybe another shot if you can get a stop here. Again, they have been working over the flat area on both sides. The touchdown was a deep slant into the middle, basically right off the flat area into the middle of the field. But the same kind of process. It's these quick slants where we've got a defender on the backside and no coverage on the front side. So they found the soft spots in the zone, and they're getting rid of it so quickly we can't get there with the blitz.
Massey, Clark, and Phillips on the far side. Thomas here on the near side. Moody. Ball comes out. Wright picks it back up, taken down quickly by Nixon Snell. Gain of 2 on the play after the fumble's picked up, but Conway going to call their 3rd and final timeout. A look here.
So they tried the quick hitch, and then Austin Watkins
forced the fumble. Yeah, it was Austin.
Calls their 3rd and final timeout.
Good tackle by Braxton. But the start of the play, great job there by Austin Watkins and Braxton. But the start of the play was that they tried the quick hitch. It was completely covered up. He had to double clutch, bring it back down, and that gave Austin just the time he needs to make that happen. So great play by defense.
Well, we've already seen one block punt tonight.
It was more of a smother. Keep calling it a block. It was a smother.
Well, you know, I'm just trying to use official language.
He never got it off his foot.
It was more of a handoff. Is what you're saying.
It was.
Okay.
Here's the ball on my foot. Just take it. They'll be watching for that this time.
Jacoby Wade lined up back near the 45. Conway's bringing it. Don't expect a return here. The ball's going to bounce out of bounds around the 44. That's where it'll be marked. Conway, no timeouts, 27 seconds, and not too far to have to travel, at least get in field goal range.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get to probably for Major. He needs to put it down at around the 30 to 32 yard line. So you're going to have to get to the 25 yard line, I think, to even have a chance at this. So that is what? That's 10, 20, about 30. You got to get about 30 yards here. But run those out routes, you can make it happen.
Donnie unleashes on the far boundary, finds Jonathan Smith out of bounds at the 49, 22 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that play took 5 seconds and picked up about 6 yards. I'll take those quick outs and maybe do a little bit quicker than that.
2nd and 4. Donnie looking for Chris O'Neill. They're going to say he caught it?
I was
okay. The far side judge looked like he was calling a completion.
Yeah.
Here on the near side, incomplete.
He did. The only question was going to be, did he have it and then get stripped and then fall on it? And the answer is no. And it was open early, by the way. You just can't really throw it in the middle of the field and get a whole lot done there. Now you've got to get 3rd down.
Ezra Phillips checking in on defense.
Should be 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
.16 seconds to play. Conway still quite a ways to go.
Yeah.
Donnie flushed out here on the near side. Just going to run it out.
Number 3 on the quarterback.
Be marked out at the 49.
18, Gabriel Smith.
Short of the sticks. It's going to be 4th and 2.
You know what you could do here? I mean, I don't know if you want to try to punt it, but what you could do here is try to. Downey's got a big arm. I'm not sure he can get it all the way down there. But we got the runners to get down there. They're going to play deep center field. We may just try to run it here. I don't know. Yeah, that's 5.
Draw him off sides. It's going to be an automatic first down here.
Nice. That changes things up a bit. Just a little bit. So you get the first down.
So still 8 seconds on the clock.
First and 10 Conway, ball spot the Northside 44-yard line.
You can get a quick down and out here of about 10 yards and put yourself in a better position.
Quick out to Jaden Gaines. He's going to step out
Number 8 on the reception.
at the 34.
Force out of bounds, number 25,
5
Max
seconds.
Chavez.
All right, now you've got a chance to really get it into the end zone if that's what you're wanting to do. Hail Mary here, potentially. You might be able to squeeze another 5 or 6 yards here if you do it really quickly.
Donnie looking for the end zone for Jackson Anderson. Jackson coming back to it. A lot of contact out there, no call. And that's going to do it for the first half. Conway taking a 26-10 lead into the locker room here at halftime at Mayo Thompson Stadium.
Didn't look real sharp on either side of the ball there. We've got a lot of stuff to fix going into halftime. I'm sure that our crew's going to do that.
All right, time now for the Conway Regional Health System halftime show here on Conway Corp.
Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems. Our most important job stopping heart attacks. You know, when people show up acutely. Several years ago, we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. And there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. You know, identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and you know, potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary, you know, bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. You know, it may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring. But we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. Ideally, we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. Studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. My goal is always never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, you know, capabilities, but we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. You know, everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
My name is Oakley Pruitt and I've been with Conway Regional for 5 years. I am a radiologic technologist, so I'm either scrubbed in with the cardiologist or a radiologist. Sometimes we also take turns circulating throughout each case or monitoring the patient.
I am Ashley Treadwell Kelly. I've been here for 4 years working in the cardiovascular cath lab and interventional radiology unit. I am one of the nurses in the cath lab. We begin our day looking if we've got outpatients, 3 north, 3 south, 4 north, 4 south. Basically all the units is kind of who we collaborate with.
One of the most challenging things about working in cath lab emergencies that come through. Typically each day we have scheduled cases, and you never know when a STEMI or like a GI bleed could come in.
You never know when an emergency is going to come in. So just balancing your schedule, outpatients, inpatients, and then emergencies on top of that.
We could have a scheduled outpatient on the table and we get a STEMI page through Pulsera, and we have to immediately get that patient off, reset the room, and get ready for the STEMI that's coming in. One of the most technological advances that has come around in my time doing this is the Impella heart pump. That's something that we can use for patients who are having a MI or a heart attack, or as a planned PCI cardiac intervention.
We were recently awarded the STEMI Gold Plus Award, and I love that because we're being celebrated and recognized for our jobs and what we're doing as a team, but I also love it because we're improving the lives of our patients by getting them in quicker.
It's a huge honor. We all work really hard at what we do, us as a team, along with the cardiologist. And so just seeing our hard work paid off is really cool.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Nice round of applause. Many Wampus Cat cheerleaders.
Here and There continues now. We are joined by Dr. Chanel Ely and Karen Walker. They are here to talk about a gala that's coming up the end of November. So you're watching this in October, so you've got a little bit of time to make your plans. It is for the Women's Leadership Network. Thank you both for being here. I think before we get to the what we're going to do in late November, let's talk about the Leadership Network in general. So what do we need to know about it? I know it's been around a while, and you guys have done great work for a long time.
Yeah, so we started in 2017, really as a program outreach by UCA, and it really has just really grown tremendously over the last 6 years. And we actually announced a couple of weeks ago that we're now our own nonprofit.
Okay.
And so what that means is that we will still continue, obviously, to partner with UCA, but this just allows us to have a lot of funding eligibility, you know, now that we're a 501c3, and so we're out there now raising funds.
Okay.
And so therefore, the gala.
The gala. Therefore, now Karen, you're on the committee for the gala. So
I
what do
am.
we need to know about that night?
Well, that night is going to be so special, and it's inspired by Bridgerton. So if you're a fan of that series, then you're going to have just an incredible time.
Okay.
We have just special music lined up and entertainment, carriage rides to the door. We're going to hold it at Legacy Acres, and it starts, it's November the 30th. Doors open at 5:30. The actual event starts at 6. We'll have some amazing food, and it's just going to be a great night of fun.
Yeah.
But just fun in a different way. We'll have some ways you can take beautiful pictures, and it's an opportunity too to invite some friends, neighbors, coworkers, you know, church folks to come and have just a special night. And the funds from this event is going to be used to really help women and to empower women. So we're just excited. This is our first big fundraiser, and we think it's going to be amazing.
Gamer Gab.
Go. Welcome back to Gamer Gab, guys. We have got a very special guest on the show today. This is the second in our interview series, and we have got Tiptoe the Tank, aka the Lady of Lore. We're so excited to have you on the show today. Thanks for being here.
Oh, hi there. Thank you for having me. I love your guys' set.
Oh, thank
This
you.
looks fabulous.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Lady of Lore, pause this video, go over to her YouTube channel, binge watch a bunch of videos like I've been doing over the last couple months, and then come back because this interview will be a lot more fun for you once you have an idea of who she is.
Do you have a favorite video that you have made?
Oh my gosh.
Or least favorite?
Oh, least favorite, honestly, would probably be the Resident Evil series.
It's so hard.
It's convoluted. There's retcons. The characters are like mockeries of themselves at certain points. Resident Evil was good for me because it kind of it reminded me that like if I don't love doing what I'm doing, like if I don't enjoy a project, I'm just gonna burn myself out.
Yes.
And I just about burned myself out with Resident Evil. But for a favorite, I go back to Dead Space.
Really?
The story of Isaac Clarke and the history of Unitology. Unitology? Oh, yeah. I almost said Scientology.
Close enough.
Yeah, and the games were just so good. The remake that they had come out was it February of this last year? Was just 10 out of 10, knocked it out of the ballpark.
It was.
I would say the biggest surprise I had for lore might have been Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. In video games, it bothers me so much, or in any sort of media, it bothers me so much when creators treat mental illness as the villain. You know, this guy is doing bad things because he's schizophrenic.
Right.
I hate that. And Hellblade did such a beautiful job of telling her story and not villainizing any aspect of it. You went with her on that journey. I appreciate Hellblade so much, and I'm looking forward to the sequels.
Gamer Gab.
Go.
Back live here in Fort Smith. It's halftime and kind of an extended halftime for Northside. They had the band, they had dance and cheer, and now they're honoring several different Hall of Fame members, I believe. And so kind of an extended halftime schedule here, a little bit longer than what we've been used to back home and at other spots on the road. But hey, it gives us more time to talk, and I know that's always good for Tim Roach. So let's go ahead and look at the first half stats, because I know you need to talk through some of these things. It was a little frustrating for you. Hey, Keith, can we see those first half stats? Tim, I know you're processing a lot of things going on in the first half that were a little upsetting for you.
Well, I mean, it's
not going. Okay.
It's some things that
we'll just talk through them.
Yeah, it's some things that we have not seen, and the thing about it is that we've talked about this on the way up here, that we were probably due at some point in time for a little bit of a stumble, and you would think, looking at the stats, that it really is not necessarily all that big of a stumble. I mean, it's 300 yards to 170, but the turnover is a problem. The quick touchdown was really a problem. And even though we're rushing the ball very well, and they are not, the penalties are getting to us again. It's the bug. I mean, we have probably, I don't have to count, but I think it's around between 8 and 10 penalties in the first half, and they've been trouble. So we've not been very crisp offensively. We were not very crisp defensively, and that's the first time we can say that in a while. They really found, the Grizzlies really found a hole in our defense, and they exploited it for 2 straight drives. Now, the last drive that they had, we locked that down. So that showed some different game planning on our side, and I think at halftime we'll probably see some changes. I don't know that they have a better game plan than what we saw with a couple of drives there in the first half.
Well, it's been another good night for Des Davidson. He had the first 2 touchdowns of the game for your Wampus Cats, both in the first quarter. His 6th and 7th of the year. He's up to 73 yards rushing now on 10 carries and the 2 touchdowns. He had 102 yards a week ago. So, you know, one positive is that ground game has been much more reliable this week and following off of a great performance from a week ago.
Yeah, you know, Donnie added the one more from the 1 yard line, which was almost a pass to the end zone. But we have 3 rushing touchdowns in the first half, just 1 passing touchdown, which is a little different. Again, a little different for us. We've had some things happen that have not been we've not seen heretofore, and so it's a little discouraging. I mean, there's some of that is the travel, some of that's up here and all that stuff, but really what it amounts to is just not executing in some of the phases that we have seen them do really well. I know that there's a lot of changes coming here in the second half.
Yeah, Donovan just 9 of 18, so 50% passing on the season. He's at a 68% clip, so it's just been a little more challenging to get things in sync tonight for the passing game. But like we said, the ground game's been there, been pretty reliable in the first half. You hope to see that continue in the second half. Caden Henderson, he's got 6 carries for 31 yards. Chris O'Neill, we've been on Chris O'Neill watch a little bit tonight. 2 catches for 56 yards. He's now 66 yards away from 1,000 on the season, which we mentioned in the pregame. I mean, I can't think of. We looked at Bryce Bohannon's numbers from 2020. We looked at Manny Smith's numbers from 2021, and he is outpacing both of those guys through the first 6 games already. It's just he's on. I can't think of another receiver that would be at a higher pace than what he's at.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
were talking about maybe somebody with Braylon when Braylon played, but really the Wampus Cats have not been a passing offense for much of their history. It's been mostly the rushing game. They've been very good at that, but just pure passing. It's really the last 3 years have been totally different for this program. So to put Chris O'Neill in a spot that is above where Bryce Bohannon is and where Manny Smith was at this time of their big year, and that's saying something. Now, we got to finish this up. I mean, here's the thing. This is the team that's 1-5. You got to play. You have to play like you're the 6-0 team and put them in a position to play like the 1-5 team. you need to impose their will, your will on them. We've talked to Buck James, and he is real big on that. I can imagine this is a fiery locker room speech, trying to get some things cleaned up and get all the right buttons pressed. But again, I really do expect them to come out in the second half. We get the ball first, which is great. We were trying to get a 2-for-1 there late and just couldn't make it happen. But so hopefully some good things to happen.
Donovan Amalo, 1 passing touchdown in the first half, 1 rushing touchdown in the first half, which means he's 1 touchdown away from 100 career touchdowns. And hopefully we get to see it on this first drive as we start the second half. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll update you on some scores from around the 7A Central. A lot of interesting things going on and a huge game in the 7A West that we'll talk about as well after this break here on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Jeff Matthews. You've probably seen commercials like this one for Conway Corp TV, our streaming video service. And maybe you thought you would get around to calling and making the switch. Well, I'm here to remind you to make the call. Now is the time. Stream your favorite channels of live TV at home or on the go on the Conway Corp TV app. You'll love innovative features like Restart TV, Replay TV, and the Cloud DVR. Call us at 501-450-6000 and make the switch to Conway Corp TV today.
Back live at halftime. The team's coming out on the field. We're just a few minutes away from the start of the second half. Your Wampus Cats will receive to start the second half of action. Let's go ahead and take a look at some scores from around the 7A Central. An interesting score coming out of Bryant as Southwest, at one point Bryant was up, I think, 28-7 in that game at halftime, 35-20. Bryant on top of Southwest. Just interesting to see that. Last score that we have from the Cabot Central game is Cabot 7, Central 0, but that was in the first quarter. I bet we can find a stream of that, get a more accurate score. In Jonesboro, up at the half, 24-0. Wow. At North Little Rock.
That's at North Little Rock?
Wow. That's what this says.
All right.
What does it say here, though? Yeah, I mean,
that's right.
It's
that's
on
right.
at North Little Rock.
Yep.
Another interesting score, really the biggest game, I would say, in the 7A tonight. I mean, other than ours, of course. Ours is always important. But Bentonville and Fayetteville, both undefeated in conference play. Fayetteville undefeated on the season, much like your Wampus Cats. At the half, Fayetteville, the game is at Fayetteville, and the Bulldogs up 21-14 over Bentonville at the half.
Yeah, listen, and that's at, was that at Fayetteville? At Fayetteville?
Yes.
And so it's a tough place to play. It's a little bit like playing up here at Fort Smith Northside. It's just a different place. It is, by the way, in the third quarter.
But you pull up that Cabot game?
Yeah. By the way, I mean,
20
these are weird. These are weird scores. I mean, Bryant's up on Southwest by 15 at half. We are up by 16 at the half. And Cabot is up by 20 over Central. I mean, those are the three currently. I think that's the three bottom teams right now. Is Northside.
And no lie, it's 24-0.
Oh my gosh.
Jonesboro up on North Little Rock.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, listen. When we go to Jonesboro, we play. We have kind of the half we have here. It's probably less than a 16-point ball game. I can tell you that. Jonesboro, and they're going again there, man. We're watching a stream, and they've broken a run from basically their own goal line all the way to the 45 of North Little Rock. They're just killing North Little Rock right now.
And that's a huge game because Jonesboro is a game behind North Little Rock.
Right.
If they end up, they hold on and win that game tonight, they'll both be 2-2. But Jonesboro will have the head-to-head.
So the 6 teams out of the Central go to the playoffs. So only 2 teams miss out. Right now it's Little Rock Central and Little Rock Southwest. Those are the 2 teams that are kind of on the outside looking in. But there's a lot that can happen in the next 3-4 weeks. The last 4 games of the season, there's some interesting matchups, and so it is definitely to be determined at this point.
Well, in Southwest, they played the 4 toughest games in their first 4 weeks. Their easier part of the schedule is in the final 3 weeks, so they might be a team that could sneak in. You just never know.
Well, they're a team to watch. I mean, they've got a coach that knows what he's doing, and they've got athletes there, and they're making some strides. They changed their offense this year, and they could be trouble. They're getting beat by 15 at Bryant. That's at Bryant.
At Bryant, yeah.
Yeah.
5-time defending state champion.
Yeah. Thanks for that. All right. We don't want any shenanigans to start the second half. Again, Fort Smith's going to be all out for this ball game. They are within striking range, definitely. They played very well in the first half. Saw some things offensively that got them going. Saw some good things defensively. Got a pick. So we need to kind of put the hammer down here to start the second half.
26-10, Wampus Cats on top. They are set to receive the opening kickoff. Barring any shenanigans, there will be no shenanigans. He's offsides here on the near side.
He was only about 3 yards down.
Back him up 5.
Got a coach down. I love watching some of the coaches' reactions on some of these penalties. We're right above. We are, Buzz Sawyer and those guys do a great job with the Northside broadcast, and they helped us get kind of arranged up here. We are right above the north side bench, and on that play, not only could we see the offsides, but we could see the reaction of the coaches, and it wasn't very pleasant.
Well,
but that's to be expected.
A kickoff from the 35 now. A little bit shorter kick here. Trey Harris going to take it around the 30. Looking for some blockers in front, makes a cut upfield. He'll be down near the 34. Flag coming in, back near the 30.
I mean, okay, I'll hold my breath and see what happens here. That is right at the play. I didn't see anything other than Harris and the defender there. So we'll see what the call is. Normally on the kickoffs, it's holding or it's blocks in the back. This one's going to be a face mask.
Okay.
Okay. On the return team.
Face masks against Conway. The winning ticket number is 753.
Okay.
573.
I mean, yeah, an offensive face mask.
753.
Put that on your bingo card.
5730. Please bring your winning ticket.
I mean, it's not impossible.
No, but I mean, it's never called. It's just never called. That's just, man.
Well, on first down, Wampus Cats set up the screen to Caden Henderson, and it will fall incomplete.
For number 2.
All right. Got to shake off the rusty start here at the start of the second half. Penalty on the kickoff, and then a bobbled screen that actually had some good signs of showing some progress.
Heath Owen in motion. Fake to Caden. Quick pass out to Chris O'Neill. He's got Jaden Gaines blocking for him in front. Gets a first down out of bounds at the 42.
Good route that time by Chris O'Neill. Real sharp route. Cut it up as soon as, again, he is really good after the catch. I mean, all the things he does well. The thing that has really impressed me most this year is his ability to run after the catch. He's just really, really, really good.
They'll get it to Jackson this time out on the far side. Chris O'Neill blocking for him. Jackson upfield past the 30. Finally out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30. Jackson Anderson flashing the speed.
It'll be first and 10. Ball spotted at the
Boy, I mean, a great block on the edge that time by Chris O'Neill. That's another thing he does well.
Conway moving fast. They give it to Caden. Caden met right at the line. They'll give him forward progress for a gain of 1.
Yeah, defensive lineman and a linebacker there. Right at the line of scrimmage. Press forward to get 1. We've done that a lot tonight. We've run on first down quite a bit tonight. Not a whole lot of success. We've seen a couple of that are 3 or 4 yards, but that's about right.
2nd and 9. They'll give it to Caden again. Caden bouncing it out on the right side. Wrapped up, flag coming in at the 25.
I don't know what this could be other
I'm going
than
to say another face mask, but not of the offensive variety.
Hopefully not of the offensive ground.
Caden will come off.
First foul. Defense.
There we go.
The pointing of the direction to the Grizzlies is one that I accept on the penalties.
Personal foul against Northside face mask.
That's a big one, too.
That's huge, yeah. It's personal foul. It must have drug him down. I did not see it.
They're going to spot the ball all the way at the 12 now.
All right.
First down and 10. Des Davidson in the backfield. Give it to Des. Des right up the middle, trucking down near the 5.
See, that's the issue that they will have with this run blitz is if you miss it right at the line of scrimmage, you're in the second level very quickly.
50-50 winner.
Give it to Dez again. Dez pushing.
And he's in.
And he's in.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Third
sir.
touchdown of the night for Dez Davidson.
What an absolute push at about the 3-yard line. You had Dez pushing and then every offensive lineman pushing. You can't push from behind, but you can push the pile. And that's what they did, and Dez made it happen. What a great series that time for Dez Davidson.
Conway showing some rust to start the drive, quickly shook it off, marched down the field. Extra point is up and good. Conway extends the lead 33-10. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
33 at Northside 10.
Thank you for your business.
Off for Conway, number 13, J.T. Thomas, deep to receive for Northside.
That's number 22 kicking off for Conway.
Yeah.
That is
Major Mahar.
Major Mahar.
Yeah. You know the name. Great opening drive. I mean, to your point, we had a little bit of rusty start there with a penalty on the kickoff and then a dropped screen pass. But then after that, really had some great plays. One penalty on the Grizzlies cost them big, but a great drive.
Directional kick to right, takes it in around the 10, going back near midfield. Forced back to the middle, flag coming in around the 15 as Wright found a little bit of a hole in the middle. I think that's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, when you cross over like that and you run one direction and come back the other, you tend to take some defenders with you from a hold perspective. Now they're talking about it. I don't know.
Trez Hammond's just getting an ear in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's a casual listen in.
No other Wampus cat is anywhere in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Trez Hammond's just
checking
scoping it out. You know.
Hey, listen, I need to understand what's happening.
It's never too late to join the Booster Club.
that was something else.
Northside Athletics.
My man Trez.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Northside.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
Didn't see it, but again, it gets a little physical. These special teams guys, man, they fly down there. Look at this push right here. Boom, right about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, he just muscled it all the way.
Mason McEwen in there working. That's the way you do that.
Des Davidson, 12 carries, 85 yards, and 3 touchdowns tonight.
It's a big night for Des.
And that's after this offense rushed for 330 yards a week ago.
Still going with 3 down.
Moody, quick pass out. John Paul Saxton covering that up.
Moody's pass
will be complete. Gain of about 4.
Yeah, and I mean, they're not that they would love to get more than that, but they're okay with that. Got a timeout for the ball, I guess.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. Ball spot at the 18-yard line.
Should be starting the clock.
There they go. 2nd down and 6. Moody set to pass. Looking deep.
Moody's pass.
That's
Trez
great
Hammond.
coverage, man. Trez. Listen, that's a great matchup right there. Trez and Cam Massey, those are 2 good athletes.
No, I'm not supposed to. But I just kind of got caught up watching it. I was just like, Trez, he turned the head and then just turned on the boosters.
Yeah, no, he's fast dude. And so is Cam Massey. That's a great matchup right there. And they're manned up again.
3rd and 6, empty set for Moody.
Look for a quick pass here.
Moody over the middle. He has Wright in a soft spot. Jonah Cecil completes the tackle, but a big pickup and the 1st down.
Yeah, that was right behind Ben Chandler, so he got it over the top of the linebackers and in front of the safeties. And that little spot right there has been very vulnerable for us in the first half and now jumping into the second half.
Little busted play here. Austin Wright chasing him down. No files out of the fingertips.
Trying.
It'll be 2nd and 10, 9:46 to play here in the third quarter.
Got to find an answer for these soft spots in the zone. Again, we're rushing 3. Our normal is a 4-3 defense, so we're going to kind of specialize the 3-man front here. We've got to find a way to ensure that we're getting just enough pressure, but we got to cover those soft spots in the zone.
2nd down.
Another empty set for Moody. Oh man. Tice Carr in the vicinity.
Incomplete and brings up.
Yeah, that was I think another. They're talking. Moody's talking with the running back right there, and I think a wrong route, not a right route.
A wrong one.
A wrong one, not a right route.
3rd and 10. They'll go to the twin stacks again. Quick slant to Thomas. Jacoby Wade blowing it up.
Yeah, that's the 9th grader right there, and that's an opportunity right there for an upperclassman to lay the lumber on a kid that is man, he's going to be good, and he is good. But boy, this is think you got it. You think you got it. No, you don't have it.
It's a great read from Jacoby Wade.
Great jump that time. That's going to be a pick for too long.
I want to see Jacoby Wade get a chance to return a punt tonight sometime. Would be nice.
He just is not kicking it to him. And that one's shanked out of bounds.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't.
They'll spot it at the 37.
No, they haven't.
Oh, they're
Got
not?
to come back.
Oh, he's coming back. Okay.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
Keep going.
Keep walking. It was a shank, yeah.
Okay. It's
47.
47.
Yeah.
Just missed it by 10 yards. No big deal.
You got to wait for the man to stop walking.
That's true. I mean, that's got to be the hardest thing to spot on the field.
Well,
from the field level.
Well, and here's the thing, though, and at the high school level especially, because these guys have a hard job. They normally at college level, you got somebody on the sidelines watching for that angle. You don't have that here at the high school. They got to kind of figure it out.
Missing a receiver, so C.J. Neely will check into the slot, and Kobe Irwin in the backfield. Give it to Kobe here on 1st down. Hit immediately behind the line.
By number 18, Gabriel
very
Smith,
celebratory Gabriel Smith down 33-10.
Yeah, that was a run blitz. That's right. That was a run blitz that worked. He ran right in. We ran right into it.
Loss of 1. Or call it 2. 2nd and 12. Give it to Kobe Irwin again. We'll try this again. Get back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Interesting call there. Kind of thought we might throw it there, but here's the thing, though, on that run blitz. If you find the gap, then you're in the second level very quickly, and you can break off 7, 8, 9 yards.
Kobe Irwin, make it empty for Donnie. Donnie trying to guide traffic. There's a flag coming in. Connects with Jaden Gaines here on the near side.
That's a great catch.
Going to pick up a 1st down, but
unfortunately.
Yeah. I think it's all going to be wiped out.
Wow.
We'll be holding against the Wampus Cats.
Holding against Conway.
Wow. That was a 1st down, too. Great route. Actually, a good route, and then it turned into a great play by Jaden Gaines on the boundary, all to no avail.
Derek Haynes will check back in at the right guard spot. It's going to be 3rd. They're saying 22 on the scoreboard. Donnie. Avoids 1 defender. Tried to connect with Chris O'Neal. Incomplete pass and what I would call a late hit on Chris O'Neal.
Come on now. That's a pop out of bounds. Watch this. Gets free. Come on.
Right in the helmet, too.
He's right out of bounds. That's ridiculous. You've got to call that.
Chris O'Neal took a tough hit. There's a flag out on the far side, I think.
I'm afraid that's going to be on Buck James.
Yeah. I don't blame him. He's trying to trying to fight for Chris O'Neill on the late hit.
I mean, the late hit is completely. Now I get it; it's right in front of the Northside bench, but that is
22.
sideline warning. Well, giving him a break there because Buck James is not happy, and I don't blame him. That's a late hit out of bounds. But they just didn't call, and he's right there. It's not like he didn't see it. He was literally right on top of the play.
Major Mahar gets the punt off. High punt. Takes a little bit of a north side bounce. Ben Chandler securing it at the 26.
Yeah, that's a great punt by Major Mahar. High snap, but he got it down. All right.
Well, Tim, it felt good after that first offensive possession. Not as much after the second.
No, that's the case.
But the defense playing pretty well.
Right, and that's the case where the penalties are they killed that drive.
Yeah.
The penalties did, and we didn't get the break that we could have gotten here on the sidelines. I'll let that go now, but that's a case where they call a penalty, a holding call that wipes out a first down, and then we get a play that they don't call that would have been a first down. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Moody, quick pass in the middle of the field to Ezra Phillips. John Paul Saxton wrapping him up, but Ezra pushing it past the first down marker.
That looked like we missed an assignment right there. We had two guys breaking on the outside receiver and left the slant open by Ezra Phillips. You don't want to leave him open. He's a dangerous cat.
First down now from the 37. Hand off to Wright. Wright wrapped up in the middle. He's going to pick up 2 yards.
That's their best rush of the night, other than Moody's run on the second play from scrimmage. Really, they're going to give him. Wow, there you go. Okay.
The marker keeps moving a little bit more.
Wanted to go all the way up past the 40, but
yeah, he's been doing that. Most of the night. I don't think it's nefarious. I think he's just trying to see.
Just trying to see what's going on.
Yeah.
All right, we got to watch the quick hitch here. Quick slant.
2nd and 8. Moody having to step up. Gets past Ben Chandler. Slides down. They'll mark his progress at the 44. 3rd and short upcoming.
Yeah, good job just to get back into the zone there. Moody, we had it covered up that time. We did a great job on the curl route about 8 yards down into the flat. It was on Ezra Phillips, and it was not open, so
Moody
a little dinged up there.
Having a little bit of a limp there.
Comfortable slide, I guess. Oops.
Bad snap. Moody somehow gets it. R.J. Chapman coming in from behind. He'll get the sack.
Attaboy, R.J. Great finish there that time. That's a case where you have a breakdown in one play. Watch R.J. full throttled here, no chance.
In punting
nice.
position for Northside, number 35, Elijah Rogers, back deep to receive for the Wampus Cats.
Good job by the defense there. Back up a little bit there, RJ. There you go.
Conway moving things around. Ben Chandler just put Ezra Phillips on the turf, and it's going to be a great punt for Northside.
That's his best punt of the night. Ben Chandler just looking to hit somebody. It's almost like he's just begging for attention.
He's, I'm sure he's a little frustrated the way things have gone tonight.
He's not the only one. I mean, there's a lot of people on the that wearing blue and white on that side of the field that are still uncomfortable and don't like where the things are right now. I mean, we're up 23 with 6 minutes to go in the third. That's great, but you'd like to see some real crisp execution here in the second half.
Bryant pulling away from Southwest is now 56-26. End of the third. First down run here for your Wampus Cats. Pile still moving.
Great run that time. Is that Dez? I think it was. Pretty sure it was. On that or Kobe. It's Dez.
Dez, yeah.
Cadez.
I'm going to get it right some way.
All right, Trey Harrison in the ballgame. Dez coming out.
The gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6. Chris O'Neill coming in a little tighter in the slot. They'll pitch it to Harris. Trey
17 on the carry.
hit quickly, back at the 20. Going to be a loss on that play.
Yeah, a loss of about 3. It brings up 3rd down and 9. Really good pursuit that time. And again, that's the linebacker. That is the linebacker making that play. And Gabriel Smith has made several of those tonight from that position, whether it's been the run blitz or sprinting to the edge. You got to get a hat on that guy.
3rd and 9. Donnie looking in the middle of the field, finds Jaden Gaines. Jaden gets it past the 30. He's going to have a first down.
What a great route by Jaden. I watched him the whole way, curled into that spot, sat down in the zone, and then as soon as he made the catch, the quick turn to get the first down. Nicely done.
Wampus Cats trying to hurry it up again. Get it to Kobe Irwin on the screen over the middle. Kobe following behind Q Whitehead. Q laying down. Getting a push back. Q's play happened within the play.
Yeah.
A little pushback late there from Larry Arnold. He didn't like it.
Yeah, didn't like Big Q laying on top of him, but that's the way you play the game. Good job, Q, our
Q,
spotlight.
Yeah, senior spotlight.
2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 coming up for your Wampus Cats. Give it to Trey. Trey met again behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that goes from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 4 very quickly. They are getting some real good penetration on this run blitz. It's gotten again. It's Gabriel Smith, I believe.
3rd and 4. They'll hand off to Trey. Trey flashing the speed this time. He's going to have a first down to the 45.
Yeah, much better job of hitting the gap very quickly, getting upfield, getting vertical, getting past the line again. Good job that time by your offensive line. Found a seam finally.
Quick pass out to Chris O'Neal. I don't know how Chris caught it. Just lost his balance because of the catch there, but still somehow got 4 yards.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line of Conway.
That's okay. That's a good gain right there. A good catch. Yeah, we haven't seen Donnie run the ball tonight much. That's an interesting thing, and we saw that a lot last week.
Give it to Trey again. Trey following behind Heath Owen. Big hit from Arnold and then some taunting, and he's going to have the flag coming in.
Yeah, coach is all over him already, and he knows it too. But unfortunately, son, you can't go. You're not going to be able to go hide on the sidelines. You're going to have to play the game. You know, and here's the thing: people think it's easy to go. Yeah, what are we doing there? Now, this is a tough sport. I mean, there's a lot of energy going on. There's a lot of chirping going on in this game. And you've got to keep your head, and even in that tough motion, just make a good tackle. He made a great hit. Just get up and go. I know it sounds easy, but it's not. And in this case, it cost him a first down.
Well, I'm sure you remember what it was like to be 16, 17.
Not really. Not really.
Too far away?
Yeah, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever it is. Doesn't matter.
You said 50.
It doesn't
I didn't
matter.
say it. You said it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. 1st and 10 now from the 34. Quick pass out to Jackson Anderson. A lot of space out there. Makes one move back upfield, another move. Down at the 15.
11 on the
it's a big gain for Jackson.
Jackson's had a great night. Not even really quiet. Just has been out there on man coverage. Good route. Cut it off short. Good stiff arm right there. He got another 7 or 8 yards just for maybe even more than that. Wow. Great job, Jackson.
1st and 10, ball spot at the 18-yard line.
Conway at the 18 now. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Everybody was moving that time.
Yeah, unfortunately, the white can't move first.
Colin Croft's in at right guard. He's going to move to tackle now as Isaiah Bowman comes out.
Yeah, he was quick. There's a coaching session on the sidelines happening. That's good. Young man's going to get coached up. He's good talent out there on right tackle.
Well, you can tell they're trying to build that depth on the offensive line tonight.
Yep.
1st and 15. Fake it to Harris over the middle for Jonathan Smith. Jonathan hauls in the tough catch, gets it down inside the 5. Ball will be spotted at the 4.
How in the world did he hold on to that? Great job, Jonathan. In traffic,
First and goal from the 4 now for Conway. Handoff up the middle. Is that still Trey in there?
It is, and they were flying from the outside. That was Larry Arnold, who was flying from the near side here on the backside pressure and got just enough of him to get to him before he got to the goal line.
Down to the 2. Isaiah checking back in at right tackle.
Jaden Gaines out. That Heath Owens in.
Actually, I think Isaiah's in at guard now. Or no, he's at tackle. They just got a lot of linemen down there.
There he is.
Number 3 on the quarterback keeper for the touchdown.
Number 3.
Number 3.
2 yards out.
Say his name. It's Donovan Amalo. I mean, my gosh, say his name.
And with that, Donovan Amalo, 100 total touchdowns on his career.
Currently listed as number 3.
That's his 6th rushing touchdown now on the night. Got his 5th back in the first half.
Wow.
Did he get it?
No, he did not. Oh, he
did.
Holy cow.
Major Mahar, the patience.
Look at Buck James on the sidelines over there.
Northside 10.
Do you want to walk? Do you want to walk right into that?
Well, this isn't on Major right now.
No, it's
All
not.
right.
That one's not.
40-10. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Back live in Fort Smith. Conway extending the lead to 30, 40-10 with 2:12 to play here in the third quarter.
A couple of shout outs. Number 1, we got Aaron Smith, left tackle extraordinaire. He's in Alabama with the Razorbacks. He's watching tonight. Good to hear from you, Aaron.
Thomas on the return. Trez Hammond slowing him down.
Thomas on
getting
the
the help
forced out of bounds by
here on the
41.
near side. That's 41. That is Burnside.
Nice. Couple of new faces in there.
Here's a look at Donovan Amalo's 100th career touchdown.
Yeah, everybody sold out for the Dez handoff, and there was no handoff to be made. All there was to be made was touchdown. Number 100 for number 3.
First and 10 Northside, ball spotted.
Man, oh man.
Nice.
And we've seen all 100 of them.
Every one of them.
Every single one of them.
Every one. Oh.
Massey.
That's a great play.
After the screen, he's going to have a first down. They've had success with that tonight.
Yeah, and I will tell you, man, we were there on the jump to knock it down if we could have right at the line of scrimmage, and then we had it decently covered up, but it was just a great play. That's just an awesome play there. Cam Massey's a danger, man. He's the real deal, number 1.
Moody having to step up, being chased from behind. Escapes the pressure, goes out of bounds here at the 40. They're going to mark him at the 48.
What are we doing?
Or 49.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where are we going? That is not where he went out.
First and 10, ball spotted at the 49.
Let's check this. Maybe I'm wrong.
They
I'll
mark him-
admit it if I'm wrong.
They mark him at the 49. He went out at the 48.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, no. That didn't happen.
First down regardless.
Yeah.
Flag prior to the penalty.
Trying to get Conway to jump off sides. They
They
do
do.
get it.
Mhm.
That was Justice Hills.
What we need is a stop and a score, and we can get this thing into really good range here. But the first thing we have to do is stop this Grizzly offense. They have Cam Massey, Clark, 1, 2, and 3 on the far side. That's their threats besides JT Thomas down here below.
Another bit of miscommunication on the route there.
Seen that a lot this half. Phillips sat down in the spot, and Moody expected him to continue out toward the boundary. It didn't happen. There was nobody there.
Makes it 2nd and 5. Juju Jones, Kesey Stuckett, Austin Watkins down on the defensive line for your Wampus Cats. Ryan Talent in at linebacker. They get that bubble screen again. Massey bringing it further to the middle of the field. He's going to get about 2.
Ball came loose, but he got back on it. Good tackle there. Looked like a lot more than what, but Cam is really good after the catch as well, so he's a danger.
Brings up 3rd and
They
3.
are in 4-down territory, no doubt.
Ball spot at the 44-yard line.
Under a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter.
They're in 4-down territory regardless, pretty much, unless they are deep in their own territory.
Watch out for the slant. Last time this happened, Jacoby Wade broke it up. Ben Chandler showing blitz. He will come. Cam Massey gets the catch out on the far boundary. Jonah Cecil with the tackle, but it will be a first down.
The 39-yard line of Conway.
Yeah, 42 seconds left in the 3rd. They're driving.
Good to see Jonah Cecil again.
I'm liking that they're chewing up some clock. That's the only good thing here. Now, that did not chew up a lot because it's at the boundary, but
all right, what are we getting here?
I have no idea. Backside, there is no flag. The back judge has come all the way to the white hat. I don't know if we have substitution infraction or something, maybe?
35 seconds.
Reset the clock.
To 35 seconds. Wow, putting 6 seconds back on the clock.
I'm getting distracted by the Northside coaches. I'm listening to them coaching down here, the defensive coaches. I can hear them so well because we've got this open window.
Defensive coaches tend to be that way. They're a little loud.
Well, they haven't reset the clock.
Yeah.
They reset the play clock.
Okay.
Hand off to right. The middle,
Right on the
swallowed
carry.
up quickly by Griffin Sherrod.
98 on the stop.
98 on the stop. That's
98.
Griffin Sherrod.
Griffin Sherrod. Wow, it's just
I mean,
Ball spotted.
I'll get over it, but man, that's
Yeah.
it's okay. Golly, man.
Second and 9.
That's a hold.
Moody over the middle. Ball comes loose. R.J. Chapman finishing off
What
any
is
hope
that?
there, and a flag coming in.
Incomplete pass, flag on the play.
What in the world is the call there unless
Well,
it's illegal downfield?
I fear you know what the call is.
No, there is no way.
But you definitely don't want it to be.
That
what
is,
you
there
think
is
it's
no.
gonna be.
Listen, there's no way.
We are waiting with bated breath.
I mean,
here.
wow,
Me and Tim,
unless
you
it's
can't-
a legal man downfield, there is.
Well, at least we get to hear the Conway band. Well placed.
I will tell you, we've got
Playing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coaches on the field waiting for this call. This is, yeah.
Pass was behind.
What is the call? What? What in the world?
So we don't get the call.
It's personal foul.
We don't get the call on Chris O'Neill. Same exact play almost. Except Chris O'Neill's, I think, was a little more egregious.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. That's. Oh, my gosh. Untimed down now.
23.
Moody under pressure. Griffin Sherrod putting
Ball
an
came out.
end to
Oh.
that. Him and Justice Hills had a meeting. That's going to do it for the third quarter. Back with the final 12 minutes after this break on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Jeff Matthews. You've probably seen commercials like this one for Conway Corp TV, our streaming video service. And maybe you thought you would get around to calling and making the switch. Well, I'm here to remind you to make the call. Now is the time. Stream your favorite channels of live TV at home or on the go on the Conway Corp TV app. You'll love innovative features like Restart TV, Replay TV, and the Cloud DVR. Call us at 501-450-6000 and make the switch to Conway Corp TV today.
Back live here in Fort Smith, and it is 40-10.
I'm laughing. Buck James is all the way down on the 30-yard line. He's away from everybody so as not to create
away from all the action.
Oh my gosh.
Well, here's the thing. We saw a much more egregious version of that hit on Chris O'Neill earlier in the quarter.
Yeah.
No call. And then you have a somewhat similar situation.
Oh, that's it. But that's in the field of play, and that's breaking up a pass.
Yeah. I wouldn't even say super similar, but somewhat similar.
Two guys that were closer, the side judge and the back judge, neither one threw. The umpire didn't throw anything, but the guy behind the offensive line of scrimmage calls it. That's just, it's just not even borderline. It's just ridiculous.
Stats is not happy either.
Yeah.
I'll let you know about that. Well, after the sack, second and very long. Over the middle, Moody trying to connect with Phillips. And Noah Files says no.
Oh, my gosh, what a play by Noah Files. Are you kidding me? Oh, what an unbelievable breakup at the last second by Noah Files. That is all heart. Man, what a great play. Great closing speed right at the goal line. That's a touchdown if it doesn't get there.
Instead, it is going to be third and very, very long. Under pressure, Moody rolling out. Trying to come back over the middle for Phillips. It's incomplete.
Moody's pass,
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, where they are in the field, punt's not going to help you much
Yeah,
here.
no, you got to go for it. I mean, you're not going to gain anything, really. I mean, you might gain 15, 20 yards, but that's not even going to be worth it. So you're going to go for it here. Fourth. And what is it?
They haven't updated on the score for it. I can't
do the math here. Fourth and 22.
I trust you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 22, 23 yards. Fourth and 23. All right, playing center field. We got everybody backed up. We have a lot of guys that are around their own 25-yard line, which is short of the line of gain. Timeout.
Timeout Northside. We'll take it with them. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians,
delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Great shot of the Conway band doing what they do on a Friday night, making a long trip up to Northside. Fort Smith. We got one last final road trip of the regular season coming up in 2 weeks. It's another long one over to Jonesboro.
Also heard from Jen Seifert. So on Sam, hey Sam, how are you? Sam's back at home. They're still working through all the process. Sam was injured on a boating accident. When was that? In early September. And he'd had a sack the Friday before, and then on Sunday was in a boating accident. And so the season's done for Sam, but he is home watching. That dude is.
4th and 22.
Oh, that's a
Moody
hold.
under pressure, flag coming in. It's going to be incomplete, so either way.
Yeah, we won't take that.
Conway will decline the penalty, and they will take over on downs.
Well done by your defense. Great sack that started that whole process there. And after an unfortunate penalty.
Conway, ball spot zone, 36-yard line.
Well, with a 30-point lead, 11:40 to play, does appear that we'll see the starters coming out again.
Yeah, if we can get this thing, if we get a touchdown here, That puts it in sportsmanship rule category, and we can keep the clock running at that point. Just need a good, crisp offensive series. Who's that out there far wide? Is that Max or is that Colbert?
That's Max. Kobe Irwin
23 on the carry, number 44.
Taking a hard carry. Going to get a gain of 1.
Yeah, that run blitz, and that's one of the things, one of the 3 things we talked about, right? Tim's 3 things was, the first thing was stop that, count for the
Tim's
run
3
blitz.
things. You mean your 3 things, right?
One of the 3 things that I talked about was stopping this run blitz, and they've done a good job of that tonight on their run, but we've broken it a few times when it counted.
Give it to Kobe again, bouncing it out around the corner here on the near side.
23 on the carry.
Be down at the
Number
42.
on the stop.
They bring up 3rd and about 4.
Good tough run right there. Good tough run.
Be official timeout
on the field.
On the field, got a Northside player down. We'll go ahead and take a break as they tend to him. Back after this break here on Conway Corp.
Gamer Gab.
Well, here's what you missed.
Offsides.
Another offsides that your Wampus Cats were
first
able
down.
to bait on Northside. It will be a first down here.
I like it. I like that. I like the freebies. I'll take them. Got Max Owen on the far side out there. C.J. Neely.
Yeah.
Jonathan Smith and Jackson Anderson are your wideouts, and Kobe Irwin in the backfield.
Delayed handoff to Kobe Irwin. And he's hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of about 3.
Yeah, they've been really, really, really good at times. I mean, we've taken care of it a few times, but they've done that. They've gotten us in the backfield several times.
2nd and 13. Donnie will pass over the middle for Jackson Anderson. Jackson coming back to it.
Great catch. That is a great catch by Jackson Anderson.
On the stop.
Defensive coach here on the north side sideline, not happy with that. Give it to Kobe. Kobe trying to work that left side is going to pick up the first down.
Yeah, great run. A little hesitation there. A la Boogie Carr. Saw the line to gain and got to it and powered through for another 2 or 3. Trey Harris in the backfield now.
Pitch it out to Harris. Harris flashing the speed around the corner. He's going to have about 7 yards on first down.
Great job by Jonathan Smith down the field blocking, or that's not going to make much. Just an excellent job by Jackson Anderson also taking his guy on. They pushed him down the field 5 or 6 yards and cleared it out.
The 2nd and 4. Give it to Trey again. Trey right up the middle. Going to pick up a yard or 2.
Yeah, they're settling out for the run now for sure, because we're in that position with 9:15 left and up 30 that we're just going to try to run this thing out.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 here for your Wampus Cats.
4 down territory.
Northside showing blitz. They give it to Trey. Trey.
Stay up.
Trey's going to take it the distance. Makes one guy miss at the line. Takes it 33 yards for his 2nd score of the year.
Great balance that time by Trey. Just keep your feet, son. Keep your feet. And man, he did. Nobody there once he got his forward momentum going again, and it was all over. Great job, Trey.
And with that, your Wampus Cats enacting, what is this? The 5th sportsmanship rule of the year. Extra point is good. Conway up big here in the 4th quarter in Fort Smith. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Northside 10.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers and exceptional team of nurses to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Well, it took a little bit longer than I think we wanted it to.
Yeah.
But we got there.
You think? Man, watch this. A stumble at about the 30. Yeah. And then,
he was
man,
fighting through the attempted tackle on him.
there is nobody home. Now we're all out to stop that, and when you're all out, you miss. It's trouble. Will Upton, he of the green. Well, it's not green. What is that? Fuchsia. Fuchsia. Fuchsia kicks.
Conway now 206 yards rushing on the night.
How many TDs rushing?
That would be, oh my gosh, that would be 6. Only 1 passing touchdown tonight.
A plethora. That's an unfortunate penalty there. That'll get you some extra coaching, Will. It's okay. Yeah, 6 rushing touchdowns. We haven't had that all year long like that. Not like that.
Well, we had.
Now, come on.
We had quite a few last
Against
week.
Who?
Against
Cabot?
Yeah.
Was it 6?
I don't think it was quite 6. Let me pull that up real quick.
All right, while you do that, we've got some new guys in. Ryan Talent is in. Xavier Wright's in. Jackie Nesbitt is in. Kyler Smith is in. I'll get a few more here in a second.
We had 5 touchdowns,
Okay.
5 rushing touchdowns last week.
See, I told you what.
So 11 in the last 2 games.
That's nice.
Moody throws it out of bounds on first down.
Carter Stapleton is in at safety along with Noah Files. Jonas Cecil is in. Austin Watkins goes out. That brings in one of my new favorite players, Buchanan.
Kai Buchanan.
Yeah, who against North Little Rock had one of the greatest form tackles in the history of football. It was just spectacular.
And that's Kern out there as well, right, on the defensive line?
79.
Quick pass here from Moody. Clark going to be forced out of bounds by Stapleton.
Yeah, got to him just after the line again, so they have all their starters in. We don't have a starter in at the moment other than Noah Files. Justice Hills is in. JJ's in.
Moody finds King. Comeback route.
Good pop that time, trying to get back the quarterback by Justice Hills. I mean, that's the way you bring the lumber to the guy in front of you.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line at Conway.
When your Wampus Cats came into this game averaging 47 points a game, that's where they got to tonight. Moody connected with Massey here on the near side. Big first down.
Making some chunk plays here. We're playing, not only we got our reserves in, but we're also playing some prevent defense, and so you're going to get some of those wide open pieces. Again, clock will continue to run regardless. Moody just told the wide out to go long. That's playground. There it is.
Gets it out to Ezra Phillips. Ezra cuts it back inside the 10. They'll mark him at the 9. Closing in on the midway point here in the fourth quarter.
Good form tackle that time by Noah Files, also known as number 29 here in the stadium.
Yep. Not to be confused with Hudson Wallace.
Hudson Wallace, that's a good name there.
Stapleton coming on the blitz. Quick slant. Moody connects, but he stops short.
The ball came out. The ball came out, but they're going to call him down. He's not going to get up, though.
That's Clark down on the field. For Northside. Looks like he's going to. Well, it looked like, he's getting back up now.
Okay.
Checking back in on some of the scores from around the 7A. Been keeping an eye on that Fayetteville and Bentonville game.
What's the tally?
42-14. Fayetteville has pulled away in the second half.
Well, they got what's his name, Drake Lindsay, as the quarterback. It's his senior year. He's got some serious numbers that he throws out there, literally. They don't have a whole lot of a rushing attack. I've watched a little bit of film on them. Somebody that your Wampus Cats are going to have to pay attention to late in the season, probably.
Inside the 1 yard
Yep.
line.
Been familiar with them the last few years.
Yeah.
Action
Really
back on the field. Moody handing off to right, making a cut. And he's going to get in.
Number 6, Isaac Pratt on the 1 yard carry.
And everyone's excited, wearing red.
It's a good time at Mayo Thompson. Good drive that time. They did everything they needed to do there. Let's give them all the credit in the world. That's a really good drive. Big chunk plays.
Number 25, Max Chavez in to attempt the extra point.
Bring on Chavez for the extra point.
The extra point
And
is
it's
up
good,
with
47.
remaining in the ballgame.
17.
47.
Northside cutting back into the lead at 30. Back after this break on Conway Corp. Gonna sit down.
Gamer Gab.
Coach Buck James just 5 minutes away.
The loneliest coach in the world.
5 minutes away from his 60th consecutive win over an in-state opponent.
That dude has got it going on, man. He knows how to push the buttons. There's going to be a lot of work in practice this week as we get ready for homecoming versus Central. But, yeah, he's got some things he's going to coach up.
Is that Dykes on the return?
It is. Late Dykes.
Gets it to the 30. They'll mark him at the 31. That's where Conway will take over. We'll get our first look tonight at Wesley Tapp.
Big guy. Wesley Tapp can really fling it. He is a sophomore. He has 1 TD on the season, 193 yards. But the thing I like about him is that he seems to manage the game really well. I mean, he doesn't look, for a sophomore, as big as he is, I mean, you got to know that he's still he's physically growing into that frame. It's a big frame, but he just looks like he has really good command. I just don't see a lot of fluster out of this guy, and I like that. We're going to need to have a lot of good stuff from him next year. And who knows, maybe this year we don't want anything to happen to Donnie, but this guy can play.
And off to Trey Harris. Trey already has a touchdown on the night. He's going to have a gain of about 3 on first down. A little bit of late action coming in here.
Need to kind of lay off there. Come on, let's go.
Stopped by the teeth of the Grizzly defense.
No need, but it is what it is.
So Mark Trey at the 35.
You can't watch where the marker goes because the guy just he's like he's watching the game.
Give it to Amari this time. Amari Davis going to pick up a first down.
This dude right here. Listen, this guy's got something going on as well. They like him. He and Trey both, they built very similarly. They have the same kind of running style and game. I like these guys.
It'll be 1st and 10, ball spot at the 47-yard line.
Got Kobe Irwin back in the backfield as well. Looks like he was running kind of an H back here. Yep. At least that's where he'll start out at.
Moose Grimes here on the near side. Blake Kordsmeyer out on the far side. They'll give it to Amari again. Amari bouncing around.
16
pushing forward.
Yeah, come on now.
Another big gain.
Nice. And here's the thing, too. Again, they're running the run blitz, and they slip that. And if you miss like that, you can get 3, 4, 5 yards. He got 7
ball spotted at
that time. Nice run, man. That's 2 solid efforts.
Second and third coming up for Conway. Give it to Amari again. Amari, all kinds of space up the middle.
That was well, to your point, that was well blocked there.
Yeah.
That was nice. Who's 71?
That's Navarro.
Is that Navarro? Nice block on the outside that time.
Matthew Interiano on the stop. First and 10,
Collar facing out there as
39-yard
well
line.
on the at the guard position. That's two big dudes there. That was nice.
Heath Owen has switched jerseys. Is that center now?
Multitasker.
Tap. Quick pass out to Moose Grimes. Moose stepping upfield.
Nice.
He's going to have about 5 or 6.
Good stiff arm from Moose there to gain the extra 3 or 4. Well done. Caught. Moved right down the field. Way to go, Moose.
Third catch of the year for Moose Grimes.
He's a mismatch. This guy, Moose Grimes, basketball player, but also playing football this year. Hadn't played in a long time. Hadn't played football in a long time. And, man, he's a mismatch. He goes out there and goes after the ball like that. Yeah.
Conway working the clock down now. Closing in on 2 minutes to play. 2nd and 5. Give it to Amari. Amari trying to bounce it back out to his left. Going to be caught behind the line for a loss of 1. Bradley Retzloff checking in the slot.
Why is the clock
Brings up 3rd and
stopped?
6. Ball spotted
Oh,
at
you
the
know what? They have a
35-yard
hesitation on
line.
their clock. It will sit there for a couple of 3 or 4 seconds at one spot and then jump. Yeah. Okay. I'm better now. Interesting formation.
3rd and 6. Give it to Amari.
Boy, that's a great.
Amari made another guy miss right at the line.
Yeah, you called that. I mean, that's a great slip at the line of scrimmage, man. One step and just slithered right by him. Nice.
Brings up 4th and 2. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line.
4th and 2 coming up for your Wampus Cats. They will have to run at least one more play. We're under a minute to play in the game. 17 seconds left on the play clock. To Davis. Davis falling forward. Going to be real close.
Oh.
Did
the ball came out there. I'm sure. Yeah, they actually did, and they're going to call for
All right, first down.
All right.
All right, that's going to do it. Conway won't have to run another play. Amari's doing some push-ups over on the sideline. That's just how it goes.
27-yard line.
I don't think we'll run another one. The coaches are edging out on the field. I think that's it.
Well, it was an interesting first half. Conway pouring it back on in the second half. They end up with a 30-point win here on the road in Fort Smith, 47-17. Conway moving to 7-0 on the season, 4-0 in 7A Central play. Coach Buck James getting his 60th consecutive win against in-state opponents here tonight on the road.
Donovan Omalo getting his 100th touchdown. How did Chris do on his 1,000-yard watch?
He did not make it.
Not make it,
but he got closer. Let's see. I think the last check I had him at around 70. Yeah, he finished with 4 catches for 76 yards. So getting closer.
Getting closer. So he'll get that. This is, listen, again, kind of a frustrating night all the way around. But these are the kinds of games you need to come out on top and win, and we did in the second half. We really exerted our will. I mean, we were up 16 at half, and a lot of folks would take that and run with it. I mean, up 16 at half, that's great. Well, Conway expects a little bit more, and so they'll go back to the drawing board, work on a little bit more, and be thankful to get out of Mayo Thompson with another strange win.
Final numbers tonight. Desmond Davidson, 13 carries, 88 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trey Harris, 10 carries for 52 and 1 score. Caden Henderson had 8 for 36. Kobe Irwin, 8 for 16. Donovan Amalo, 7 for 14 and 2 scores, including his 100th career touchdown. Donnie finished 19 for 32 on the night for 283 yards. He had the 1 touchdown pass to Jackson Anderson. Jackson led the way receiving tonight for your Wampus Cats, 5 catches for 95 yards. Chris O'Neill, 4 for 76. Jaden Gaines, 4 for 51. Jonathan Smith, 3 for 24. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight, all the way up here in the 479 up here in Fort Smith. My thanks tonight to our field producer / scoreboard producer, Ashton Brown, tonight. And, of course, producers Wayne Bailey and Javon Massey. They came up and helped set up, right? Javon and Wayne? Yeah, we'll give them some credit, too. Keith Kelly directing, Dewey Farmer on replay, Alex Douglas and Maggie Risley on cameras. Stats Scott Taylor back home giving us some great commentary throughout the night. I really enjoyed that. Justin King on social media, Kara Kirby back home monitoring the stream. And our thanks, as always, to our executive producer and our studio host, Jeff Matthews. He's Tim Roach. I'm Levi Gilbert. We'll be back home on Friday. It's homecoming week. Homecoming.
Central. The Tigers coming in.
Little Rock Central. We'll have it live for you on Conway Corp. Thanks for watching.